JRWIPSA.
The ARC 2 posters, getting right into it. The ARC motherfucking 2 posters are at jrwishop.com, but they're very limited and very edition, which means they're limited edition. You want to know why they're limited edition? Because they're hand motherfucking signed by the whole cast of Just Roll With It. But guess what? There's only 25 left. So if you want to get one, make sure you go to jrwishop.com. jrwishop.com for 25 limited edition hand-signed R2 posters remaining. Please buy a poster. I can't believe they're fucking here!
Last time on Just Roll With It, Velrisa fucking died.
Our adventurers were left one person short. This boy's name is Alexander. Now tell me, Br'aad, are you willing to take his life in return for hers?
Then she didn't, and I can't tell anyone about it ever.
Velrisa's time ain't yet. I'm taking you back to the right time. One of the eye stalks pierces up, and it's going to hit Br'aad.
No, don't do that. Don't.
Dexterity saving throw.
I'm going to fucking murk myself.
Things got quite puzzling from there.
The more steps you take, the more you leave behind.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah!
hey.
I'm a genius!
There's a lot going on, and nothing was real, and my life is a wreck, but let's just roll with it.
Where we last left off, the party had just finished an interesting game with some sort of undead being, giving out riddles in front of a locked door. After some puzzles, some tribulations, you solved all the riddles, impressed this strange being, and made your way,
100 gold.
earned yourself 100 gold, and made your way
Hell yeah.
into the ruins. When you first emerge inside, it's quiet. The only sound you can hear is the reverberance of your footsteps moving down the hallway. The soft sound of what sounds like wind somewhere off in the distance down this dark, dark hallway. As you step forward, it's just a single path. There are no connecting rooms, no turns left, no turns right. Just a single hallway leading somewhere deep down. At some point, it begins to slowly decline and begin heading somewhere underground. At this point, the walkway becomes a set of smooth stone stairs that are just placed in the very center, with the sides still being flat stone. As you are heading down, you start to get a feeling of unease. I'm going to need the whole party to make intelligence saving throws.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, nice.
Who got what?
9.
9?
16.
I got 10.
10?
I got a 14.
Wait, no, 11 for me.
11?
And 10 for Hilltree.
11 for you, 10 for Hilltree, 9 for Taxi.
18.
Br'aad?
I got a 14.
14, Mountain 18, Velrisa?
16.
16, okay.
God, kill me, please.
Did I really roll the
Save my
highest? Oh my
life.
god.
As you descend down, you start to get this feeling of uneasiness growing through your body. It starts somewhere in your spine. You can just feel it chilling through your bones. Taxi, Silnan, and Hilltree.
Nice.
As you guys are
Why?
walking, you start to feel a little disorientated. You start to feel like your steps get heavier and then sometimes even lighter. You feel like your body is changing almost.
I think I'm gonna fly.
What?
I can fly in here.
What is happening here?
It's a bit too early, but I can fly.
Who was going first?
Good question.
Fuck, I don't remember.
I'd probably say it's me and Ander.
You and
up
Ander?
front. Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
I would follow behind them.
Okay.
Solon would be closer to like middle back.
I would be up towards the front with my riddle confidence.
Okay.
I'll hang on the back.
So I'll be next to Br'aad
As
and
you
behind Ander and Vel.
Step forward. The hallway abruptly branches open. See to your left and to your right, straight ways going forward as well. And then in front of you, it continues more. You start to realize as you look down the left and the right path as they also elbow off and branch into different directions. You're standing at the beginning of a maze.
Ah, shit.
Taxi,
um,
Silnan, and Hiltree, as you are standing here as well, at the beginning, the mouth of this maze. It almost feels like the turns keep changing directions. When you look down the right side, when you first looked down there, you saw that it branched off to the left, but now it's going right. And you look to the left, and the left is going straight, but then it turns left, and then it turns right again. Somewhere at the end of your vision, it seems like all the turns in the hallways just keep changing which direction they go.
I reach down
Mm-hmm.
and check my my pouch. I totally gave that to Br'aad, right? I didn't do any like thing before I came in here, did I? Didn't sit down during the short rest at all.
I checked Taxi's pupils.
Make a medicine check.
Br'aad, there's 3 of you.
I open.
One's going that way.
That's too many.
use
And the other's going this
I
way.
use prestidigitation and shine a light in his eye.
Oh shit!
I get 13.
Hey!
13. His eyes don't seem incredibly bad. They're not reddened. His pupils aren't dilated, but they seem slightly glazed over, almost like the white is a bit thicker, like almost like a mucous membrane on the edges of his eyes. And he seems to just constantly look off in the distance and space out.
Fuck, Taxi, I think you're high.
I've
did
never
you
seen
say?
walls move like this before. I kind of like
Oh,
put my
Silnan,
hand
you
on it.
too? What?
Ander puts his gauntlet up and we need to focus.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
There's like 4 of them.
Are we going together?
Going where?
We have to traverse this maze.
What maze? Wait,
By God, what's gotten into you?
there's
There's some things that seems
One path,
a
and
little
then there's
strange
4
about him, more so than
paths,
usual.
and then one, it keeps changing.
Right.
Where?
We should probably
stick Are we? together
then.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know about this,
idea.
I thought that was
I
the plan
feel
all
like
along.
I'm going to fall over at any second.
We're sticking
Or-
together,
or
right?
Take up off the
That
ground.
would be, I think that's a good idea, and I look at
I might
Silnan and-
float
It's Hiltree too, isn't
any
it?
second from now.
Hiltree, yeah.
I like.
Hiltree is just his arms are like lightly wrapped around Silnan's right leg, and he just keeps like slowly just scanning the area like left and right. He just seems to
Okay.
be very out of it.
I'm gonna take Hiltree's hand, because I'm worried since Silnan is also...
Yeah, I
fucking
kind of like.
crazy.
I kind of put my arm around Taxi and I'm like, it's
Wait.
it's alright.
Everybody's concerned for everybody except Silnan.
Right.
I'll make sure
okay.
you don't
No,
get
dude,
mention
I'm sticking with Silnan.
Who's going first?
No.
I got it.
No, Silnan's
I start
not.
going down the right path.
Oh boy, okay, I follow Silnan.
All right, everybody go. Silnan, make a survival check with disadvantage.
Silnan die.
Let's go.
I'm just.
It's okay
Vel
that
has
we're
a-
both good. What's 17 plus
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
3? 20. That's a 20.
20. So
You accidentally stumble over the maze.
as you stumble forward and you begin looking around, you can see this edge of the right way. It keeps flicking left, right, forward, almost like flashes of light as it changes direction. You step into it as it elbows left, and as you do, it stops, and then you follow the path to the left and start heading down the maze.
What does Br'aad see as that happens?
It's just going
Is this
left.
another riddle?
It just goes
so
left.
it's just... he just stops
that way.
There's like no turn except left, and he just stops there for like a minute.
Yes.
I'm just if Vel has her arm around me, I'm just letting her guide me because
Okay.
I'm fucking out.
You guys
now.
are all
Good night.
following Silnan as you head down. You
How
spin.
did this happen?
It's hard to tell time in the dark depths of this area. It also smells murky in here. Have you ever smelled like water that's been a bit swampy or just been out for too long in the sun? It has sort of that murkiness to it, like swamp water.
Yeah.
It has that sort
Sure.
of musk inside the ruin, just like this wet greenery been there for been in the sun for too long.
Mm.
It's a bizarre smell for something to be this far down below and have a scent like that.
I forgot to ask if we could gauge like the time of day it was before we entered.
No,
if
it was gray clouds all over and fog. So even before,
But it wasn't like dark like nighttime.
it
or
wasn't
evening?
pitch black. No, there was still some light coming through the clouds.
Okay.
After you travel for what feels about 20 or so minutes, following Silnan just stumbling around, taking his time
That
on
way.
single turns, and he definitely seems out of his environment. But you follow anyway.
No, Silnan's got this.
At one point, you come to a 4-way cross in the maze, and as you do, you hear footsteps off in the distance coming straight towards you. The sound of the
Someone doesn't
footsteps
hear-
echo as they come closer and closer.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Silnan. Eeny,
My
meeny,
own
Silnan, no.
Velrisa, I've always had clear vision, you know,
Right,
being in the wild as a kid, and now it's like, whoa, you know,
I'm sure.
I've never seen.
Taxi, you'll be.
I rub
you'll
my
be
eyes for a
fine.
second. I can't.
I'll make sure you don't go
This is so
anywhere. Taxi.
disorienting.
You'll be fine.
I'm very, very dizzy. I don't like it at all. Can we
Point down the way that the noise is coming down. I like this way.
And does everybody follow suit then?
Wait,
Yeah, I'm
when
just
okay,
drinking
so
and
is our
following.
vision the only thing messed up,
I
or
don't
is
wanna, but I had
or is
chicken
like
in my
does it
mouth.
feel like the audio comes from here and then
So what?
is it just the vision or is it like everything? Like is the
How disoriented
like can we hear
is it?
direction? Or does the direction
Disorientated.
change as
The
well?
sound of the walking still is come from the same exact way. It's not changed at all. You just hear the same
Okay.
footsteps coming down that hallway. They don't change
What
with
sound
direction.
what sound does it appear that it's coming from, or what side?
It's straight forward ahead of you. You can just hear the footsteps coming down that hallway in the direction of you.
Taxi's gonna wild shape.
What?
Is this actually supposed to like? I have a question. Is this actually supposed to like affect her psyche at all, or like, are we just overblowing it for no reason?
I don't know. I just went based on what he said.
Doxy is embracing his natural.
So-
Wait,
state
I'm
of
actually,
confusion.
guys. I'm actually fine. My vision's just weird.
So you guys begin stepping forward towards the footsteps, following Silnan.
Wait, are we doing that?
I wanted to wild shape, but I don't think I can do that animal, so never mind.
As you are stepping forward, in front of you, a humanoid emerges.
What?
Fucking goddamn lost in this shit hell of a maze.
It's a waffle man with sunglasses.
It's
that
a
appears
waffle?
Who
Dude.
was that?
I hate
Yo,
waffles.
It's me.
All right, so Ross, go ahead and describe what your character looks like as you approach the party.
Okay, so he's gonna look a little bit like this.
This is an audio-only podcast.
We're a podcast.
Hold on. So I'm describing how I look to them.
Yes.
What?
Just like
Yeah.
a general appearance. You don't have to go
What
into
are your
full
physical
detail.
features?
Like,
What do you
yeah,
look like?
What do you look like generally? Like clothes, hair color, stuff like that. Simple
Look-
stuff.
Look at me.
Well,
This is how my character
it's
looks.
audio
Yeah,
only.
I have you can see
Look
that's
at
the
him.
picture of my character.
Well, listeners at home, I hope you got that.
Yeah. I got a long. I keep forgetting podcasts. You know, it's a video. It's okay. But I got some long red hair, just a finely trimmed beard, and how do I describe myself? Oh God.
What,
Yeah, no,
what
this
race,
is the hard
what race
part.
are you? No, it's okay. Just like start at the.
Oh yeah, sorry. I am a half elf.
Okay.
I'm a
Nice.
warlock. And I'm lost in a fucking maze.
Do you have any defining physical traits about you?
No, I'm just pretty average build, if anything. Someone who brawls a lot, but is not strong.
Okay.
And you're just sort of lost in this fucking maze.
Yeah, I'm out here looking. You'd think it'd be easy to find some big old evil aura, but no, apparently not.
So yeah, Red, as you're stepping forward, you see in front of you a group of people, led by a half-elf much like you, with dark black hair. He seems a bit disorientated. His pupils are dilated, and he's stumbling around looking at the bare walls, almost confused of his surroundings, like he's seeing something you aren't.
I
Behind
pause, look straight forward at Red. This way. Keep going.
No, there's a
I didn't
person
know
there.
there were other people here.
Sorry,
on.
this is my
Someone else
brother. He's tripping balls.
Hold on. Who are you exactly?
Velrisa, I just want to
you
see
can-
clearly.
You can call me Red.
Your name's.
I guess I'm as lost as you guys are. What's up with him though? Is he really tripping?
Yeah, no, we got into this place and a couple of us started just getting real out of it. Are you okay though? How did you get
I've been
here?
fine, other than being lost.
How
So,
did
you
you?
know, not great.
How did you end up down here? What are you here for?
I'm looking for a massive evil aura, and I'm just confused because I thought it would be a little more apparent.
Did you get?
What about y'all?
Wait
I
a
mean,
minute.
we're
Who are you?
We're here for the same reason.
Why are there two Silmans?
Oddly
Wait, no,
coincidental,
he's
but
got-
hey.
Do you know?
He looks a little
Yeah.
different.
Ignore my friend.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, what's your end goal here, guys? I mean, I'm looking for this, but I really don't have any context information. I don't know what the hell it is.
So
Well,
we're
first would be good, I think, to get out of this maze. And then we're
Right.
kind of working from there, I think.
I see two broads.
Okay, well, hey,
One with
okay,
red
you know,
hair.
I would love some company. I've been alone for quite a while now, so this would be nice. So
Now,
I'd love
is
to join
there-
you if you'll have me.
Of course, yeah. Is there anything we should be worried about in the maze, or is it just like walls and corners and shit?
So far, just a lot of being lost. I don't know yet. I haven't encountered anything wild.
well, we're pretty.
I would love
we're
to.
Pretty
I'm
used
bored.
To that, so let's try to get our way out of here.
Well, yeah, we'll see if we can't get into some extreme danger.
All right.
Wait, hold on. I can't even see. And you want to go into extreme danger in a maze that has like... Silnan, you look a little off, I think.
Yeah, we're
You see
going that
this,
way.
right? Which way is that way is my problem.
I'm pointing at a wall right now.
So are we at a fork of 4 right now?
It's a crossroad of 4, and you've just walked down one path and ran face to face with Red.
Wait,
Hi.
Mountain.
Yep,
You're
what?
good with direction.
With
No,
Right?
the last time
You
he
went-
went somewhere,
he
he
went
got
into
caught
the
by white
forest.
lobsters.
I wasn't really
No,
paying
but he
attention.
went
Hey,
into
who's that?
It's a second broad with red hair.
There's another one. So to lay,
Kill him, I told you.
Kill him now. Let's give a little layover of the situation.
pull out my
really
sword.
Quick. Down for a sec, down boy. Let's give a
My
layover
sword's
of the
already out.
situation. That's fine. For
The
Red,
adults are talking.
as we finish up, Red, what you're seeing is the two half-elf brothers. You have Br'aad and Silnan, half-elves much like you. In tow with them is Velrisa. She is a tiefling of purple skin and heavy armor, wielding a large shield and a lantern. With her there is Mountain, who is a small dwarf who packs quite a large amount of anger, and alongside Velrisa, her arm around him is Taxi, who is a tabaxi cat-like humanoid, who also seems very out of it, much like the half-elf leading the charge. With them as well, there's a small goblin, who also seems to be staying near the legs of the first half-elf Silnan that you ran into, the one with the dark hair. The goblin seems to stay very close to him, and standing behind all of them as well is a very tall humanoid. The armor he wears is made of pure stone. Dark gray hair and amber-like eyes. He is just standing vigilantly behind them. He seems to be about 6'4", maybe 6'5" in height.
Oh, also there's a dog.
He also Mountain
Yeah, I
has a
got
Oh,
dog.
yeah,
dog.
also,
Oh, okay.
His name is Jack.
Oh, nice. Ah,
Okay.
I pet dog.
So
Oh,
the humanoid in the back stands. He steps forward as well and begins speaking to you, Red. I'm not sure why you're here in this bizarre maze, but if your end goal is similar to ours, it'd be more easier for us all to team together, right?
Yeah, definitely. Could use some help here.
Wonderful. We'll
don't
talk
kill him?
more about. Don't, Mountain. It's all right.
Okay.
An enemy
Won't
of
kill
an
him for
enemy.
now.
An enemy of an enemy is always an ally. Keep that in mind. In a world like this, we need as many as we can get.
So it wasn't a second broad. I'm not seeing
Now,
double.
sir, what is your name?
I'm
No,
called
you're seeing
Br'aad.
Red.
Red. Okay.
I know
well,
you're seeing red.
I'm glad so.
I'm called Red.
let's continue forward and get our way out of here. Casual conversation and come afterwards.
If we came from back there and you came from that way, that leaves left and right. Right? Or left?
Right.
Left.
Well, this is gonna be a problem. Okay, Red. How about this? How about this? You're our new companion. Why don't you pick one? You can flip a coin. You can just
Bro.
sort of go
Wait,
for
wait,
it.
no.
You're gonna
he's
pick the
been
guy who
lost.
got
He's-
lost?
God knows.
He's been
how
lost
long.
here for ages.
Mountain.
Right, but we got
Yeah.
two options.
Great.
And,
is great at this. Mountain
I am.
should lead us.
All right, I got this, guys. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna
Yes.
He's gonna roll poorly.
Trust,
Do I have
he
to
did
roll?
really good in the
do
forest.
the roll.
He went by himself and stuff and like fought a big monkey all by
I've been
himself.
surviving
You're
out here
leading the
alone
charge,
just
right, Mountain?
fine. I think I can
I'm
make
gonna
my way
lead.
around. But,
Okay,
you know, May's
make a
not so much.
survival check.
Survival check. Why do you have faith in me ever? That is.
Yeah, see, never trust
That's
fucking
seven.
Mountain.
Seven. So, Mountain, very prideful and egotistically, steps forward with his long sword still in his hand. He points down the left way and boasts that this is the correct way to go as you all follow him. The mace
Works for
the
me.
mace seems to wrap for a while. You make a right.
This isn't the way the light told me to go, but okay.
All right.
I know where I'm going.
All right.
You make a
All right.
right
Now that he's going that way, we go to the other direction. All right. Come on.
and you walk for approximately 10 minutes. Make a left. Walk for about 20 minutes. At this point, you're getting a bit disheartened. You start to wonder if you're ever going to make it out of this maze or if this even is the right way to go. Even your pridefulness, Mountain, starts to slowly dwindle as you look around, confused of which path might be the right one. Have you even been here before? Have you made a circle? Where are you? However,
I don't fucking know.
as you're stepping forward, you begin to hear a sound coming from the very back of the party. Who's in the very back? Who would be probably standing all the way away from everyone else?
Probably me. I'm fresh.
Okay, so Red,
Okay.
about 10 feet behind you, you hear the sound of what sounds like cloth being unwrapped. There's a sound of fabrics being pulled from something. And then a very light just... And then it's silent.
Did you guys hear that?
Do my ears pick it up?
Even in your current situation, you do hear it as well, Taxi.
I didn't hear nothing.
I only
Okay.
hear walls. I only see walls.
wait.
There's only walls.
Yeah. No, I heard it. I heard it. I can't see anything
What
correctly, but
Right.
I heard that.
what was it, Taxi? What
Okay,
did you
well.
hear?
It was like a.
Glad to have the blind man on my side.
Like, can you?
I'm not blind. I just can't.
See?
Red, you're hopefully right in the head. What did it sound like?
I can't quite make it out, but it's just cloth. I know a cloth and a very creepy breathing sound. So I'm a little spooked.
Where did
Cloth
As-
is scary. We should get a move on.
As you're talking about it,
Cloth is scary, and not the cloth.
the cloth is the scariest part. As you're conversating, all of a sudden the sound of ripping material comes from behind you once more. And as you turn around,
Yeah, cloth not so scary.
as you turn around
huh?
to look, what looks like black dyed, almost like a size of a gauze wrap, starts to flash across into the second wall and make a barrier the way you guys just came. Almost this strange black shadow also kind of echoes off of the material. And then in front of you, Mountain, as well, the same thing happens and it blocks you in where you currently are. Both back and forward are covered by this strange ethereal material. And then two figures emerge from either side. They're humanoid, but with no legs. They float, and this bandage-like material wraps around their body as well. Their faces, you can see where it melds inwards. You can see the jaw bones and the skin just barely hanging on to the bone. You see dark pits for eyes, and their mouths are permanently agape with this black like saliva dripping out. And as it hits the ground, you can hear the sound of almost like acidicness just hit it and as it starts to burrow itself in to the stone.
Are we seriously dealing with more ghost shit?
Everybody roll initiative.
Fuck.
Did anybody get 25 to 20?
I got 24.
24.
I also got a 24 actually, which is
Nice.
wild.
The Vangler brothers coming in.
Anything above 15?
18.
18? Velrisa?
11.
11, Mountain.
4.
4, and then 6 for Red.
Yeah.
Oh, and also Hilltree got 7.
Up first, Br'aad and Silnan. What will you do?
Oh god, there's 6 of them.
There's 2 of them in total, but go off, I guess.
Wait, all right. Do you want to go first, you fucking
Christ.
wacky boy?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up both. my,
Br'aad, were you closer to the
returning
front or
daggers.
the back of the party? Do you think?
Probably the
Front.
front.
Okay, so you'd be closer up to the one that Mountain is right in front of as well.
Okay, so there's one on each side.
One on each side. You guys are going a straight path, and one of them closed off both sides and came out of the ghost-like material that wrapped the entryway and exitway.
Hey,
Okay.
wait a minute. This is our first fight with the Bard. Hell yeah.
Ah, it might
Hell
be.
yeah.
Maybe
Anyways, I'm gonna just pull up both my returning daggers and go for some stabby boys on the one in the back.
The one in the back. Okay. It's gonna be a bit.
It's closer to
It's gonna be a bit tight to move around, so you're gonna be technically in difficult terrain, just so you know. It doesn't mean much except for the fact you're using more movement speed than you think while you traverse around.
That's
Thin
fine.
hallway, lots of people in it. So you squeeze around. Are you throwing them or going up to stab with them?
I'm going to stab.
Okay, so you move up past everybody to stab.
I would like to stab.
Go.
I'm stabbing with both hands, by the way. Okay, well I got a 15 and a 14.
Both of those hit, and the first one does sneak attack.
Nice. Oh yeah, I guess you only get one sneak
Mhm.
attack. Okay, so
He's blind, right?
I'm just swinging wildly. 12 and 18 damage.
18 damage on the.
That's total, like between both hits.
Out of both. Okay.
Yeah.
And will you do anything else with your turn, or is that where you end?
Oh wait, I forgot the other 4. That's plus another 8 on top of that. So 26. And that is my turn, yeah.
Yep. So as you come up with your magic daggers, as you stab them in, once again, even though the creature is almost like an apparition, its body doesn't seem to be fully manifested. So when you stab, you don't feel impact, but when you do, you still feel cold energy that envelops the dagger, and you feel it puncture something, almost like the air is just denser where you stab in. You feel like you dealt a lot of damage to the creature.
I don't think I'm doing anything.
Up next, Br'aad, what are you going to do?
Okay, I have one on either side, so I'm gonna reach both my arms out and wave like, hey, what's going on? And cast a Charm Person at level 2.
Level 2? Okay.
They are humanoid, right?
Let me double check to make sure you can do that.
Half humanoid. They're missing the legs.
They don't have the legs! Fuck, bro!
They are no longer considered humanoid, so I will let you repick. For them, you do Charm Monster, which is another spell.
It's the legs, bro.
It is the
All
legs.
right.
It's the lack of legs.
Legs.
It is the
I'm
lack
gonna
of
go
legs.
with.
You hate to see it.
People without legs aren't human.
I'm gonna look at the one closer to me, and I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay. Interesting. I do believe you can. I do believe there's nothing wrong with doing that.
I do that.
Okay, so it is a wisdom save, I believe, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Wisdom save. That is a 16. Does that pass?
Yep.
Okay, so what joke do you say to it?
God.
I've gotta make it a really shitty joke so that it works with it being a good save. What do these things look like?
So they have a humanoid face, but you can tell it's undead the way it caves in and is very gaunt and just it looks weakened. The face and the bone structure look like they've been decayed for a long time.
I know what I'm gonna do.
And then the body's
like, hey,
all
you want to hear a
apparition.
knee slapper? And then I look down and see they have no legs, and I'm like,
Oh fuck. Okay, so
and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to give bardic inspiration to Red.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull out my kazoo, and just give a little like, and you feel fucking thrilled by that. And so now you have an extra D8 you can add to your rolls.
Yeah, to your attack rolls and
Tell you
saving throws, ability checks, stuff like that. If you roll a low number and you think you should get it higher, you can roll a D8 one time and add that to the number.
Tell you what, I feel invigorated. The hell was that, though? I've never seen an instrument like this.
That's my instrument of choice.
It's his own homemade instrument he made himself when he was but a child.
Well, it certainly makes a sound, but I feel good, so I'm ready.
Okay. After that, up next will be
take it.
Taxi. Taxi, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna wild shape into a giant poisonous snake.
Okay.
That's my action.
All right, so you're enveloped by this warming natural yellow glow, and as it does, his body just seems to polymorph smaller and then a bit larger, and it stretches out to the size of a snake.
Okay, I'm gonna move up.
Snake.
Yuck.
I'm gonna move to the closest one.
I would assume you'd be near Velrisa, so you're probably closer to the one in the front. The one that mountain's
Okay.
close to.
Hiss out it.
Okay. So I have blind sight. Is my vision still weird as a snake?
Blind sight just makes it where you sense everything around you in that area. That's what blind sight does.
Of course.
So,
it
so,
does.
so do you have blind sight at like 10 feet, I guess? 15 feet, something like that?
Yeah, I didn't know if it like fixed my.
All that does is just in that
Problem.
little area around you, like 10 feet around you, you
Okay.
can sense things that are behind you, around you. You can just sense that they're there. That's what blind sight does.
Okay. I don't have a bonus action, but I'm just going to like try and block this creature from everybody else.
Okay.
Or like
How
stand up.
big?
Like not stand up, but
How
like
big are you?
It's a
You're
medium-sized.
Medium size? Okay, you could probably get up and try to fill a decent amount of area.
I'm gonna go.
So, up next, the one that you stabbed, Sonnen.
Yeah. It's gonna murder me, right?
Yeah, because you went for the one on the back, correct?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
First, what happens is the creature begins to move forward towards you, Sonnen. As it does, there are no legs. It just hovers directly towards you without any sort of motion or movement in the body. And as it does, you begin to hear just what sounds like distant conversations happening all around you. Just like just everything around you, just small little conversations. You can't understand the words, but it sounds like dozens, hundreds of people are all around you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
This would also go for Red. Also make a wisdom saving throw.
I rolled a
Natural one.
Oh, this is good, guys.
And what's your wisdom save, Poundy?
Plus
Plus one. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so 2.
2. Red.
Really not. I hope it's an instant kill.
13.
13. As both you begin hearing that same thing, it just sounds like hundreds of conversations happening at once all around you. It starts filling your hearing. You guys take 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay, that's not awful.
So just damage. I
You
assume.
know, I really
my
like
tears.
This is dependent on something. So okay, I got my damage taken. We're good.
Yeah.
And then
You just type it in.
I can't
and
understand you. Talk
I'm
one at a time.
and then the creature floats towards you, Sonnen, and as it does, it raises both of its hands up. As you do, you see the fingers are much wider than a normal person's. They almost look demonic, the way they curve into black, thorny nails. It raises them up and it starts moving them towards your face.
Yuck.
And you hear a voice somewhere in the back of your mind. The mouth does not speak, but you can hear its voice. Feel the corruption. And both the hands grab the sides of your face.
Oh damn it.
Alright. Feel my gross hands.
Both of us?
No, just him.
Just me.
him.
Just me.
That is a 17 to hit you. Does that hit?
Give me
Barely.
some of
Does
that
it hit you?
corruption, bro.
Yeah. Can I uncanny dodge this somehow? Is that a thing?
What's Uncanny Dodge do? What's the exact ability?
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage against
Is
you.
it ranged or melee or anything?
It just says when it hits you with an
Okay,
attack.
so you can Uncanny Dodge.
So, okay, cool.
When face is grabbed.
My face is grabbed.
Hey, is this melee?
Shake around a lot.
That kind of scared me.
You take 17 points of
Scared me
psychic
too.
damage, halved to 8.
You should really cut your nail.
And then, up next after that is going to be Velrisa. After this creature
Alright.
ends its turn.
So I assume the one up front closer to me is the closest one, right?
Yes, it would be.
Okay, so I'm going to angrily swing my warhammer.
Okay, you just have a basic Warhammer, right?
Right.
If I remember correctly? Alright, go ahead.
Velrisa.
Ooh, that's only a 9.
It's never a nice preface
That's a what?
to hear.
That's a 9.
A 9 in total?
Yes.
As you swing forward, you rush ahead, moving past Mountain, and you swing your Warhammer horizontally towards it. And as you do the center of its midsection, it rips itself open right before your Warhammer comes through, and it just passes through what seems like just a material like cloth, and then it reforms itself and begins cackling at you.
And I giggle at him too.
Funny.
A good joke.
Like,
It's
I
funny
look
because he
shocked.
ripped.
And then I end my turn.
his ghost.
Okay, that's the end of Velrisa's turn. Up next is Hiltree. What is Hiltree gonna do, Sonnen?
Hiltree's gonna run up and just swing wildly with his scimitar.
At which one? The one in the back?
The one in the back, because he was near close to
Okay.
me. So 15.
That hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay. 6, 5, 3. Would that technically be sneak attack?
Yes.
12.
12. So, Hiltree runs up in a, what can only be described as a frantic blur. And as he stabs into the creature, you notice, just by looking down at him as he runs past him between your legs to stab at it, that his scimitar doesn't seem to be doing as much damage as your daggers are, but it still makes some sort of impact into this creature's body.
Interesting.
Is that in Hiltree's turn?
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
Up next is Red.
I'm gonna improvise. And
Let's
I'm
go,
gonna
Red.
take, Hey, yeah,
Let's
haha.
go, man.
I'm gonna
Let's
take
go.
my tinderbox and I'm gonna light my torch and I'm just gonna hold under him. Yeah, outstretched, pretty far away. Sorry, whichever one's closest.
You're gonna try to hold it underneath of the creature, right?
Well, yeah, I'm reaching for the claw.
Okay,
Okay. It's got to be there somewhere.
Dude, yeah, set him on fire. That's fucking great.
The
Yeah,
Sylvan
it could be
strategy.
bad.
So,
We'll see.
are you laying down to hunt it order, or are you like bending over? How are you leaning down? Are you like fully getting down low, or are you just bending over?
I'm not even bending over. I'm just
Oh, I
outstretched.
see. You're just stretching
And,
straight
You're not
forward.
going
Okay.
for you're not going for the
Yeah.
upskirt.
You're not going for the upskirt shot.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not trying to get
So
all deep
you,
in there.
You light your
That's
torch
probably a
and you
good
try to
call,
hold
I
it
feel like.
towards the creature, and bits of the cloth that are some of it seems to actually wrap around and be constantly moving around the midsection of the creature. Some of it catches on fire. It
boys.
burns away for a little bit until it slowly goes out, and then the cloth begins to reform in the same spot.
Spooky. Well, that didn't work.
Damn, I thought we were gonna get some nude ghosts.
Some naked ghosts.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering as like worst case scenario.
Worst case, it's a
Well,
porno.
now we gotta do everything
Nude
in our
ghosts.
power.
So
We have to do
at
everything in
least
our
it's
power
back.
to strip these ghosts.
All right. Anything else?
At least we didn't have to say naked ghost.
Anything else for your turn,
without the
Red?
bottom half.
Any bonus actions or thing you want
Oh,
to do?
can I still do more things? Well, the bonus action would be if hold on. All right, I'm going for the grapple.
Okay. Let me see here.
You can do
I
that?
couldn't set this ghost on fire, but I can sure grab it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
No, I like it. I like it. I hope it works.
I like your.
I'm either gonna just like dip on the other side and be like, all right, see you fellas.
I've made
All
a
right,
fool of
so
myself.
I need
Goodbye.
you to make a strength check.
I got a 2.
I don't think a
Nice.
D8 will help you.
Whopping 4. I'm just gonna roll a D8. Yeah. I got a 4.
So total
You
of
got an
8.
8?
Yep.
Okay. So after you go to strike with the torch and the fire doesn't seem to really do much to this strange, mystic cloth, you throw your torch to the side really quick and you go for a grapple, trying somewhere where the midsection would be on a typical humanoid. You go with a shoulder grab, and as you do, the creature just seems to easily phase through you. Like as you go to grab it, it just passes through your body. You feel this coldness move through your chest as its body passes through you. And then it's now standing behind you.
It's hot.
Well, guys, I'll be back here. I'm just gonna back up a bit.
I always speak, but I'm a snake.
They're now surrounded.
All right.
His head is-
Yes, according to my plan, we're
it was a
flanking them.
really good effort.
Anything else for your turn? Red?
I think that's all I can do.
All
Right?
right.
Just a action bonus
Yeah, you
action.
only have
Yeah.
react.
All right. So up next,
So,
Opportunity
the
attack.
creature in front of you, Mountain, will also be the one that Velrisa is currently in combat with.
No, I'm in front of that one.
You're also in front of that one. You are the snake body in front of it.
Yeah, I tried to block him from everyone with my snake body.
He said mountain. I just assumed I was gonna get fucking yoinked.
It begins moving towards your new appearance, Taxi, and as it does, you, Mountain, Velrisa, all three of you begin to hear that same thing that Silnan and Red heard. The dozens of voices and conversations happening all around you with no exact direction. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Knew I was getting yoinked. 11.
11, okay.
17.
17. Velrisa?
Okay, that's a 20, not natural.
20 non-natural. So, Mountain,
Yeah. Oh, he's
80
rolling.
damage.
He's
You're
rolling
dead.
the hurdy dice, not the hurdy dice.
take 4 points of psychic damage, and then the creature will, it moves through you as well, Taxi. It just passes through your snake form, so you get an attack of opportunity if you wish, as it passes through you
Yeah.
on its turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a bite.
Yep, go ahead.
17 plus 6.
17 plus 6, that
Hit.
hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Make a con save.
For what? What is the condition?
Poison.
It is immune to poison.
Okay.
I don't know what you expected. Seriously.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, I was just thought.
It's an apparition, dude. I don't think they can be poisoned.
What if
All
it's
right.
a really big snake?
It's a really
seven-
big snake.
Like a
7
lot of
piercing.
poison.
like a big snake.
Is Matt? I didn't know ghosts were immune to poison. Leave me alone. I
Nor
didn't
did
really
I.
think about that.
Do you not know any ghosts,
Listen.
bro?
All right.
no.
You
Yeah,
might
the
have tried
more
to
you
poison
know.
it, but I tried to grapple it.
The more you know, and
You never know what'll work.
knowing is
Well, I went into a form that I thought might cure my vision problems, and then it didn't. And so I was like, okay,
Oh,
here we go. I'm a snake now.
Okay, so
So then I thought, get his attention.
what's your? You can still do. You still do your damage though, correct?
Yeah, I did 7 points of piercing.
7 points of piercing.
He's like,
It's not a dog.
Not very effective.
Okay. So it passes
What the
through
fuck
you,
sound is it?
and it seems to start going towards you, Mountain. So as it passes you as well, Velrisa, you can make an attack opportunity as well if you wish.
Sure.
I can?
No,
Oh,
Velrisa.
Velrisa can.
Velrisa, as it's coming towards you. It seems to be very. Its focus actually isn't in your eyes. It's staring down towards your sword as it comes up to you.
That is a 20, not natural.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. You can also, if you'd like, you can use any of your abilities on this attack, like your. I do believe as a cleric, do you have any like when you hit with a melee attack, anything? I double check. I know some clerics get that,
Let me see.
especially with undead.
I have a few things that work on undead but I don't
Yeah.
know about.
Not any spells, but I know that some clerics have an ability that like, when you hit the melee attack, you can use like your channel divinity or whatever with it. But I don't know if you have
think
any of
I
that,
have anything like that.
which is fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was just
Just
double
normal
checking,
attack.
make sure you're doing the damage you can.
That is a 8.
8. Okay.
Wait, plus 1. So
Plus 1,
9.
9. Okay. As it passes to you, Mountain, it comes up to you, and as it does, some of the cloth begins wrapping up the forearm of its right arm up to its hand, and it covers its entire arm in the cloth. And then it goes to try to tie you with the cloth coming out of its hand. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Okay, dexterity save.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Damn.
But does
One I'm
a
getting.
23 hit your armor class?
Nope. No.
Does not, yeah.
Just doesn't hit. It just doesn't hit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so as the cloth fires off from the arm, you manage to dodge the way out of it as it tries to wrap itself around your limbs and hold you in place. However, you still take 13 points of psychic damage as its hand comes over and it grabs you by the forearm, and you feel this coldness start to reach through your veins. You can almost feel like you can feel it pulsing inside your arm going up towards your bicep as it holds on. to
Oh,
it.
that's weird.
All right. Up next is
Now that
Mountain.
really hurty. Hell yeah. All right. I'm going to pull out Flame Tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And just go for a strike. Let's do it.
Go for it.
That is 26 to hit.
That hits.
All right, we are gonna do. I'm going both hands.
Mm-hmm.
9 slashing, and then 8 fire.
9 slashing, 8 fire.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And?
And I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay.
All right. That's a 14 to hit.
14. 14 hits.
All right, 14 does hit.
14 does hit.
Then that's gonna be 11 slashing
11 slash.
and 4 fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna use action surge. I'm killing it.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
He's
All
going
right.
in.
I'm gonna go for a.
The crowd goes wild.
Can you go for a lunging attack when you're close up like that?
Yes. There is no limit for lunging attack. There is no like length limit
Yeah,
for
okay.
it. So, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go for a lunging attack. Let's do it. That's gonna be 15 to hit.
15 hits.
That's gonna be 14 slashing, 2 fire, and let's get a superiority dice out here.
Ooh, feeling fucking superior. to
For
this guy, dude?
superior
Wow.
damage.
Okay. With your
Okay.
first swing, as you swing it across the body of the creature, you notice the fire of Flame Tongue actually has an effect on this creature's cloth. Unlike the stranger's torch, the magic fire actually seems to hold something against this. It seems to actually start to make the cloth burn away and not regenerate. With your first strike, you tear across the lower body of the abdomen. You come for a second, you swipe across again, and you start to notice where you're swiping is not regenerating. The body isn't reforming. And with your final strike, you swing up and you cleave the entire apparition in half. And as you do, it breaks and leaves behind just basic cloth laying in small strands on the ground as a loud happens with the final strike.
All right, I'm going.
That's what the
Wow.
fucking snake.
I'm going to use my last attack. To use
What?
Commander Strike, and
Oh.
yell out to. You know what? I'm gonna yell out to Red, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, new guy, do some shit." And he's gonna do some shit to the other guy.
I like your style.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean,
Go.
All right, you get a superiority die, but that also uses your reaction.
okay, so Red, go ahead and Eldritch Blast the creature.
But bang! Here we go. Hit. Oh yeah, +7. Okay, I got a 12, so
19 hits. Go ahead and roll a d10.
Blast.
Oh yeah, it does, baby.
D10 time, baby. 7.
Add another 4.
Wait.
Plus
Hang
four.
on. You are. What level are you?
6.
So 6.
You get to roll. You get to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Does he? Let's check.
Oh,
Yeah,
it does
that's-
say no.
that's
the Yeah, count two, yep.
2 beams at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
So I'll just roll an extra one. So I had
Yeah.
7 for the first one. And
So
do
one
I
of
have
them
plus
hits.
four
Yeah,
each dice?
you have to roll to hit both. So go ahead and roll the second one with the d20 and +7 to see if the second beam also hits the creature.
11 plus 7, so
18 that also hits. Roll the damage for that one.
8 plus 4. That's a big one. Okay.
Okay.
That's,
Ooh,
so
some
that's
big
12
boy
and 11.
numbers.
That's 23.
23. Okay. What color are your Eldritch
Double
Blasts?
dice. Ooh, I get to color.
Of course.
Okay. A mix of purple and lime green.
Purple and lime green. Okay.
Classic.
As you take
Why would they be
you
red?
take both hands, you put them together, and you create a
I like that.
you create the ball of chaotic energy. And as you do, you split it in half into 2 different energies in both hands, and you fire off 2 beams. They arc a few times, and they meet as they spiral in the air and connect to one final beam and blast through the center of the creature. And as you do, the loud is heard again as it folds itself into small rags across the ground. And combat ends as the barricades on the back and the front also both dissipate.
Whoa, let's do it again!
Oh shit! Nice going, Red. That was awesome.
Can I go inspect the cloth?
Go for it. Make a Arcana check for that.
Okay. That is a.
I'll come out of snake.
That is a 14.
14, as you examine the cloth, you can tell it has some sort of residual feeling to it, but it's no longer magical. Now it just seems to be simple, gauze-like material and very simple, thin strands that are folded on the ground. Almost like what's used for the wraps of a mummy, is what it reminds you of.
Hey,
All the damage
Velrisa.
I took was
Um,
psychic,
yes.
right?
See?
Okay.
Vel, you didn't tell me that ghost poison doesn't do the. It doesn't work.
Tuxie, they're not living.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Guys, that was awesome. Can we do that again? You know, let's just do that every day.
Oh,
I like this. I like that
I-
new guy too. He's great. I like you. Forgot your name,
My
though,
head
but I like you.
hurts.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You know.
After these both break, I'm gonna need Hiltree, Silnan, and Taxi to make intelligence saving throws once again.
Again, let's go. Oh, that's no better, so I mean, I'm still fucked. I got a 6.
6?
16.
16? What about Hiltree?
Oh, yeah, Hiltree, that's right. He got a... He's probably still fucked, too. He got a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Silnan and Hiltree, both of you still feel very off. You feel bizarre. You feel wobbly. You feel like every time you take a step, your whole body seems to just move with the weight of your body. It's... Nothing feels natural. Nothing feels right. Taxi.
I'm sober.
You begin to sober up.
I'm nuts!
And for a second, Taxi, you instead what happens is a sharp pain in the top of your somewhere in the cranium, around the skull.
Oh, no.
It doesn't feel like it's in your brain, but it feels like it's on the edges of your skull. You bend over for a second, holding your head in your hands, and a vision flashes in front of you. You see
Ow.
a man.
Oh no, it's a man.
A man with white hair followed into a braid with black beads embedded into his hair. He's sitting leaning forward on a cast iron throne. The throne itself has this strange sort of shape to it. The top twists and curves with purple and bezeled jewels that go up the twists of it. He sits leaning forward with his hands together, rubbing them. He seems to be looking directly at you, just smiling. And then the vision fades, and you're back with the rest of the party, and that bizarre dizziness you had before has subsided.
Listen, Mountain, you always bring us into a fight. We're going this way.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know exactly where I'm going. It's this way, guys.
No, it's that way. The voice in my head says
Shut
that
the
way.
fuck up!
So how many fingers am I holding up?
Soon and Mountain,
15.
shut up!
Mountain, how many
Everybody
fingers are you holding
Wait,
up? Do
stop.
you even know?
Wait, I have important information to share.
That's not important.
Right. You know where the alcohol is. Where is it?
No, I don't
actually,
drink.
that's
Oh, I do.
mine.
Mountain
Not-
has it.
No, I don't. I don't have it.
Listen, all right, there's a man.
What are you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We're
There's a
mostly
lot of
I
them.
mean, Velrisa is the only exception.
Are you assuming my gender?
Don't you shut the
It could be a woman. I saw a flash. Where's Onder right now? He didn't even
Onder is
attack
standing.
combat at all.
He did not get a chance in combat, actually.
Damn fucking
No.
right he didn't.
Rip.
He's standing around the center of the party right now.
I'm going to describe something that I just saw. I can see now. This is great, actually. That's the best
Okay.
part about this.
Go
And
ahead.
then I got a pain and then a flash of a man or woman with very pretty hair, like black,
Well,
that goes
which
into
one was
white,
it?
and it's braided with beads. And he's on a throne, and he was looking like right at me for just a second in my mind.
Uh-huh.
And he's in a
Did he
throne
seem-
room.
yeah.
Area.
Did
he
they
looks
seem
so
particularly
ominous.
Evil?
What?
Did it?
Yes. No, I don't know. Actually, yes. The face he was making. The face
No,
he
I
was
don't know.
making was awful. It looked grim, like he was
Well-
staring into my soul, my mind's eye. I'm about to, that's probably the guy we're headed towards. I just thought I'd.
Well, then
Yeah,
let's go
Red,
kill
does
him.
that
Together.
sound? Does that sound like what you're looking
The
for?
guy or girl. Do you recognize
Right, did he
that?
say
Red?
where to go?
Listen,
Did
guys,
he
I know
say
where we're going.
anything?
Let's just go this way.
Dylan, you don't know where we're going. You don't even know, like... You don't know
I
anything.
don't know where we're going either. So
Okay, that's beside the
up.
point.
Shut up! I can see now. I'll lead if I need.
I
Two.
don't,
Red.
well, I wanted to lead.
I'll be honest, I'm a little bit skeptical.
Red, do me a favor and make a survival check with advantage.
Okay, I got a 2 and a 19, so 19.
Plus, what's your survival? It should be under
and
your
that's
skills.
Under
Under your skills.
survival plus 3. So
Hey.
22.
As you're sitting there, you can hear all of these strangers that you've just met they seem pretty not adept. Not
Alright.
adept at the traveling. And as you look around for a second, you hear a voice in the back of your mind that you recognize as your patrons. First, you hear a very loud exhale through the nose. And then he goes, "You're very lost, aren't you?"
Yes, thank you. My
Is he
Minotaur
talking
friend.
out loud?
Yeah, wait, is Red talking out loud?
Probably.
Or...
I think I'm yeah, I'm probably talking out loud, but don't worry about it.
I don't.
Sorry,
know,
it's just
so-
gonna be off here in a second. I'll get back to you in a minute.
know, you're lucky you're in my domain.
This is your domain. You could have helped out way sooner.
We Minotaurs are the ones who built mazes.
Odd. Okay, continue.
Now, here, and as you look down, you see a very faint red light in the shape of a trail that starts to mark your way down paths and lead you. Follow this. Get out of here
Ah,
and get back to your job.
yes, thank you. Okay, well, next time I might call for help a little earlier. May not be lost for
Who's he
God knows
talking
how
to?
many hours. All right, bye.
I feel like a babysitter. And then the voice echoes out of the back of your mind.
I'm gonna walk up to Red.
Everyone, I know the way. I know it's gonna sound a little odd, but without going into too much detail, my Minotaur friend has shown me the way, so we should get out of here.
Whoa, you're
I
friends with
glance
a
around
Minotaur?
frantically for fucking minotaurs.
Wait a
I
second.
don't know what that
Hold
is.
on.
Well, it sounds
Hold
cool.
on. Who is this? Stop. We haven't been properly introduced. I apologize. I was out of it when we first arrived.
You couldn't see me.
I didn't catch your name. Me.
They call me
personally.
Red, or Red Boy. Red
Cool.
for short.
Name's Taxi, and I stick a hand out.
Where's the?
I can't
the
straighten
taxi
out.
with the Vaxi?
No, I'm not. a
No,
snake
he's not.
anymore.
He's not still a snake.
My name's
Okay,
Taxi.
okay. Hi, Taxi. It's
Are
nice
you
to meet you.
leaving-
How are
are
you
you-
doing? I also outstretch my
okay.
hand and shake your hand.
So I think
Everyone,
I could lead us through.
I'd
here
rather
if you
get out
need.
of here sooner rather than no. I don't need your help. I've got a path, and I'm pretty confident in this one.
Oh, now you've got a path. Why didn't you have a path hours ago?
So can I
I
insight
didn't.
check?
Did you
Red
notice me talking to my
for
invisible
it.
friend?
on his confidence?
No, I kind of just thought
Yeah,
you were
that's
weird.
always a good sign.
That is a
Well, I mean, I trust him. He hasn't led us astray
that
so
is a
far, right?
20 not natural.
Yes,
Listen,
let us
I
at
did-
all.
20 not natural.
I did kill one of them. Why would I be trying to mislead you?
He's-
I've been
he
lost
seems-
for
he
hours.
seems
I just
genuine,
want to get
yeah.
the fuck out of
He
here.
seems genuine.
To be fair, I
I
had
can
no
get
idea
down
what
with
was
that.
going on before
Silnan.
this.
Silnan.
Yeah.
While you're in
Hey,
your
what's up?
current stupor, Hiltree begins
Nice.
tugging on your pant leg, and he goes, "Hey, are you hungry?"
I am hungry. Oh.
Yeah, listen. He gets like really quiet, and he beckons you to like bend down and get close to him so he can whisper in your ear.
He went Bangalore Br'aad just a second ago.
He whispers. He goes, you know this new guy. We could maybe eat him.
Excuse me? What did that little man just say?
No,
Whoa.
I'm inclined to trust you, Red, because, well, I like to see the good in people and have good faith. So if you would kindly
appreciate
lead
that.
the way, if you do have a...
Thank you.
'Cause I don't
Let's
wanna
on
be
our
in here
way
anymore.
Quickly. I would like to leave. And if you guys don't agree, I'm dipping anyways. So see ya or come
I
with.
say to Taxi, I think it's best we follow him, honestly. I feel like he's onto something here.
No, I feel like if we don't, we'd be really lost.
All right, so we're following Ed.
So we should.
We
so
follow him. We
All
follow
right,
him.
so I follow the path they're following.
Okay.
the
me,
sooner
or
we
the-
get
the
out
red
of here,
path.
the sooner Silnan and Hiltree stop acting like fools.
What you mean?
I doubt
not gonna
that.
touch on that one.
Nobody even
I
heard what
sincerely
Hiltree
doubt
said.
that.
I don't know, I just said fools. I didn't say stop acting like fucking, what is the word?
Fools.
Cannibalists.
Hiltree, that's kind of fucked up, man.
What are you talking about?
You know,
It's fine. We don't know him.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Let's just go down that way.
All right, so we're going.
Okay.
I break out into a light
So
jog.
Red, you begin running down the path, following
I sprint.
jog.
All
Light
my
jog.
speed. No, I'm just
You're
kidding.
following. It's a faint red aura that just hovers in the air in a straight line that zigzags down the path. You follow it. The longer you follow it, you begin to sometimes hear voices off to your left or right as you pass other pathways that aren't the way that the light leads. You sometimes hear voices beckoning to you. You know, this way, but you ignore it. You ignore
those,
it as
yeah.
much as you can, and you continue following the
No.
path. After about
We're all jogging.
15 minutes or so, I'd assume
I like
a brisk
that.
pace.
I like this
a nice
workout.
brisk pace.
We don't usually jog on when we're like going through things.
Cylin's like running into the wall.
Yeah, Stonen and Hiltree are not
Jeez.
jogging. They're more like drunkenly just stumbling around, slamming into the wall, and then tripping over each other.
Shit, we gotta go.
But they kind of keep up.
That's
Kinda.
good. All right, I'll check every now and then. Just okay. I'm
About
still there.
15 minutes or so
I'm not trying to
pass,
abandon anybody.
and you get to the end of the maze. The walls open to a ginormous double-gated door, standing probably about 20 feet or so tall. This large iron gate is standing open. And inside you can see some sort of large room, but you can't make out a lot of the decoration and details of the room from this distance. But it's open.
I mean, I prefer this to the mace, but it still doesn't look great.
As you
This is a
pass
big
out of the
room.
exit, Silnan and Hiltree come out of the effect.
This is a big room.
As Silnan, as you come out of the effect, you're like, this is a bit, and then you feel your vision fade for a second, and you see the same man that was sitting on the throne. This time he actually gets up, putting his hands onto his legs and just sitting up for a second. He gets out of the throne and begins walking down a stairwell, sitting directly in front of the throne. He puts his hands behind his back and smirks. And then his eyes turn a misty purple. He's looking straight at you. You feel like you know you're not actually there. You're not. You can tell this is a vision, but you can feel him gazing into your soul. As he's,
I'm able to like step back a few times.
you try to step, but
Am I
you
able to
can't.
move at
You
all?
can't move at all.
Okay.
As he steps up, he gets close enough to the point where his face almost succumbs your entire vision, like he's standing right in front of you. And he just goes, "Well now, looks like the hunt has started." And then your vision comes back to where you are.
The hunt? What? The hunt?
I'm gonna approach Silnan.
Hunt?
As you
What?
come out of it as well, and somewhere off in the distance, you hear a loud church bell ring once.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
Did you see something too?
Yeah, no, he talked about a hunt. Oh,
Same
something about
guy.
hunt starting. I don't know. He had purple eyes. That's.
I didn't
He
see
got really
purple
close
eyes.
to me.
great.
He got really close to me.
The hair. What was the hair look like?
Oh, dude, it was long.
You're not in the effect anymore, Stoner. You can talk normally.
I know. I'm freaking,
Dude,
That's
it
just
was
freaking
long.
out.
Turns out he was just like that.
I'm just
No,
always
you're
like
right.
this. Listen, listen, I'm just freaking out right now. Okay.
I'm gonna
Listen,
like,
I couldn't even move. He was up in my face, and he said he was gonna hunt us or something. And
Who's
Oh,
hunting
no.
us?
I'm gonna right on his face. Just hey,
Taxi, you're hurting me.
calm down, all right? Now I know that's a lot coming from me. Okay,
Listen.
but
We should
what
move.
did?
Let's just
Guys,
get out of
it's
here.
now really the
No,
time.
no, no.
I'm hearing church bells. I'm hearing stuff about a scary long-haired man hunting us.
Is the scary long-haired man still there? Is he visible to everybody right now?
He was just. It was.
No,
he
he
was
was
in a
just a
vision.
Just a
vision.
vision, I
It's just
think.
just
Listen.
okay.
If
Yeah,
you
we should
saw
move.
something, Silnan, you should say it before we move, so that we don't.
Listen. I'm
listening.
He said he was gonna hunt us.
Let's hunt him first.
See, that's the part you left out.
I've said it 3 times.
He did
Well,
say.
Well,
Wait,
it's
is it-
either get hunted or die in the maze. Shall we
Let's
move forward?
fucking
We're out of the
Or
maze
hunt?
now.
Yeah, we can go back in,
Let's go back.
No.
or we could go forward.
Let's not.
I think it's
Let's-
easier to get back than it is.
Whatever.
Really,
This guy's-
really in the maze.
This guy's the
I-
evil presence we're looking for. Why is he hunting us? Why can't we hunt him? We're here to take him out, right?
That's thinking creatively.
I don't know.
I'm on board with
Under,
that.
Under, do you know anything about a long-haired guy who's gonna hunt us?
We're not here looking for a humanoid. What we're here for is a mind flayer creatures. Remember? I have no knowledge.
No, I don't actually remember. But
I don't remember.
I have not a lot of knowledge that I can think of about white-haired humans having anything to do with them.
Well, now we got another thing to worry about. That's great.
Probably one.
Fantastic. I love this.
Well, doesn't help stressing. Might as well keep going.
Well,
Listen,
let's
no.
stick to the shadows, and we can get through this. I think.
Yeah, I'd prefer that. Let's go.
Stick to the shadows.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
I mean, this place
do
is
it.
Yeah.
all shadows.
This is like you go into
is
something
perfect.
and you don't know what's gonna happen.
Well,
kind
then
of
it'll
thing.
be easy to stick to him. And I just go ahead and walk
Guys.
forward.
Okay, you
Guys.
begin heading into the next room?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Does everybody else follow?
Yeah.
All right.
please.
As you
Yep.
step through the doorway, behind you the doors begin to shut. Very slowly. Not
When they start shutting, I'll go in.
Okay.
I'll be like hesitant, and then I'll go
okay.
in last. I'll start
As you
running
all
in.
step in, the doors
Oh,
slowly
fuck.
shut. And as they shut, as they slut, as they slut, as they shut,
As they slut it
Those are
up.
naughty doors.
You can-
Turn into
you
hot.
can hear the sound of tumbling. As you can even see a little bit of vibration in the doors as they slowly come to the full close, and as they do, a loud slam.
They slowly come through the floor.
As they slowly come.
He fits
All
right
right, listen
in.
here, you fucking 12-year-olds. All
What is
right.
up with these doors, dude?
How dare you?
Man,
How
first the
dare you?
ceiling comes and then the doors.
Oh my god! I can't believe this. I
Bro,
honestly
loot the doors.
stop looting my doors,
sorry.
okay?
Can we get some Rule 34
This
doors?
is so sexist
No,
towards
please stop
doors. I
right
cannot
now.
believe this. So as the
Show me this fucking.
as the doors
Sexy
close,
X-door.
as the doors close with a hard slam at the very end, lights come on in the room, left and right.
Ah,
Wall
Michelle.
torches begin to light up on their own, and as they
No,
do,
the shadows.
standing in front of you is the man you saw in your vision.
Oh fuck.
Hey, wait a second.
Wait,
That's
he
the-
already
is that the
caught
guy?
us?
The room.
Is that the guy?
was a
guy,
short
right?
man, huh?
That's
The
gotta be
room
the
is
guy,
bare
right?
aside from a simple red carpet that's rolled out on the floor you're currently standing on. The edges of it having black lines that follow the red. But looking around, the rest of the room is actually made of metal. Sort of strange, rustic. It looks like it used to be brass maybe at one point, but it's been so old that even the brass has started to rust over and decay. It's hard to tell how old this room really is, but aside from the carpet, it's barren. Across to the very end of the room behind him is another set of double doors, the same size and shape as the ones you just entered through. He stands there. His clothing is a simple black tailcoat. The tails themselves quite long, falling behind the pant legs, with red outlines across those. He smiles and begins to step forward. His hands are behind his back.
Click, click, shillelagh.
Okay.
I say,
What?
okay, I'm ready. What
That's-
riddles you
that's-
got? What
that's
sort
the
of riddles
guy.
are you gonna tell us?
He wants to hunt us, right?
No,
I think
That's what you
yeah,
said, right?
I think that's what's happening.
the hunt has started. The hunt has began. I
Charm person.
am not the one. I'm not the one hunting you.
Oh,
Then
I
who
know.
is?
we're the ones hunting.
I know
you.
why you're here. You're here for Zahid, and you're trying to take him out.
I can't even spell that.
That's
I can't even spell.
you.
Z?
Lot are foolish, but you're very brave. Or just stupid. Whichever one it might be.
Nobody
Yeah.
calls
Someone
me
looks up.
stupid.
Solid mix of
Now,
both.
Everybody calls you stupid, Tex.
if you really want to get to him, you're going to have to complete the hunt.
What is
Well,
what is
This is
what the
quite
hunt?
easy, really. And his hand beckons to the door behind him. You will pass through here. You will make your way through. And there are a few ways this can end. There are 4 hunters out there right now scouring for you. You can play it cautiously and hide if you'd like. But they can track you down. They can smell your fear, even. So you
I
have...
fear I'm just a little gassy.
Right, they're hunters. Yeah, okay.
So here it's quite simple. You have 3 options, really. You can sit here and become the prey. You can become the predators. Or you can stay weak, and you'll be culled, like everybody else who tried to step foot in here.
I raise my hand.
Why are you raising your hand?
Why are you raising your hand? Do you want to be?
Cause I'm in the back.
Do you want to be one of the 3? What are you raising your hand for, man? I'm a predator, okay? By the way.
Whoa!
Do you have...
Not that kind of predator.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa!
Didn't want to learn that much about you.
He's my
Oh,
boy.
God.
You wouldn't say that we have like a chance to sleep before we go in. Just that there's a little rest right here in this room.
Oh,
Take a
oh.
nappy?
I could go for a nap.
Oh, is somebody tired? Oh, has somebody had a long day?
Yeah,
Have you
yeah, I am
have you had
tired.
a long day?
I'm a little
Yeah.
tired.
Did you have a big lunch?
Yeah,
Is
fuck
someone
you.
sleeping?
I don't even know you.
Oh, that's adorable. And then he snaps his
What
fingers.
if we don't want to
And
go?
as he
in?
does, the back door behind him begins to open. And ahead of you, you see what looks like a forest. You can see trees, you can see shrubbery, pathways leading somewhere into the woods. He goes, well, if you're tired, enjoy your rest. And he beckons towards the door.
Okay, but what if we don't want to go in there on your volition? What if we want to do what we want to do? You don't make the choices
I'm
for
just gonna
us.
start
Is this
walking.
not-
in.
Well-
I'm walking. In.
All right, have fun in the
I'm
maze.
also
dude. I'm
walking
going
in.
in. I'm also just start walking.
Let's go. Let's kill it. Whatever. Who am I
Actually,
killing?
just say you're going in the forest, but not because he told you to. Then everyone wins. It's fine.
He just sits there with a smile with his
All
hands
right.
behind his back, standing straight.
I'll go in there and I'll sleep. You'll see.
That'll teach you.
All right.
And
Show you.
I'll go in.
as the party steps in,
I'm with
the
him.
doors shut again behind you. And as they shut, you once more hear a church bell somewhere off in the distance ring once and echo through this cavernous area.
Hello, I am the mid-roll warlock for the mid-roll of JRWI show. Just roll with it, show. Just roll with it. The podcast. Usually we have like 1,000 things to plug here, but instead I'm going to do something a little different. I forgot what I was going to say. The mid-roll warlock has remembered what he was going to say. There are only 25 limited edition hand-signed ARC 2 posters left on jrwyshop.com. Visit jrwyshop.com and purchase one of these posters that are signed and limited edition before they are gone forever. I will now thank the patrons on Patreon. Wholesome _ Trenton Chick, Jessifer, Shalashas Gay, Frick Me Br'aad, Divinator, Rozzy 19, Oathkeeper, Ian Spalter, William P. Penguin, Jonathan Monroe, Bearded Baguette, Josh Bolcharski, Allison Dean, Millionito, Andrew Giorgio, Justin Otho-Rama, Pi Inc., Connor Kaat, Jacob Archer, Trash, Embor Haraldson, and Jay Newell. Bye!
So as you look around, you see you're in the forest. You look up and you can see the night sky. You can see a full silver pale moon as well, with a starry night sky and occasional little clouds that pass by. Look around the forest. You can occasionally get a glimpse of wildlife. A raven flocks by. Nocturnal creatures scurry through the woods. It seems like an active, biomed forest around you. You don't feel like you're underground or you're inside at all.
Or like we're in the Barren.
There's not the Barren.
Just-
Everything is alive. The trees are alive. The shrubs are alive. There is plenty of flora in this forest.
Well,
Alright,
this
who
is
do you gotta
like
kill?
home. So I'm gonna wild shape into a
first-
wolf,
Put
Jared?
down, Mountain.
What do you
and
mean?
then I'm gonna start. I'm
We
gonna
wanna
start like
find-
looking for tracks of humanoids or anything that is not like just a normal
Okay,
creature.
make
Like smelling for it, looking
a
for it.
perception check with advantage.
Listen, Mountain, we're being hunted right now.
No,
I'm gonna
we're
start
hunting
covering
them.
Sylvan and I in mud and sticks and grass and leaves.
22.
22. As you sniff around, you check for tracks on the ground. You keep your eyes vigilant. You don't notice any tracks that seem to be humanoid. See the tracks of what seems to be some sort of maybe like a jackal-like creature, something dog-like, but not exactly a wolf. You see the tracks of raven's feet, but you don't notice anything humanoid nearby.
Listen, Mountain, even if we decide to kill these things, these guys,
I'm gonna start. I'm
Um,
gonna start nudging towards the raven feet.
I think
no.
our best bet is to
Yeah.
fight them one-on-one, or one at a time, rather than all four at once. I feel like that's not going to be a good thing for us.
Or
Guys,
hear
I
me
see
out.
a funny,
Hear me out.
I see a
Br'aad,
funny dog. Let's follow it.
He's right here.
That's Taxi.
Oh,
I'm
Let's
gonna
Taxi's
I'm
doing
gonna start
whatever Taxi's
going.
doing.
I'm gonna keep going a little deeper.
okay. We can't let him off on his own. I go with him.
All right, you go with him. Sylvan,
stealthily.
I think, while going one-on-one is a great idea. Fantastic idea. What if I just take out my sword and wave it around and say, come get me?
Jesus Christ. You're going to
No,
make
if
it
it
really
works, it
easy for
works.
them, aren't you?
I think it might work.
I thought I was dumb.
Mountain, that's an awful idea.
You
I
are.
have a,
I'm just dumber. I pull out my
right,
sword.
while
Mountain.
he's swinging his sword everywhere, I'm gonna do a little summoning here, and yeah, if anything happens, might stop that.
Okay, what are you doing?
Because I think it takes. Question quick. It takes an hour. So that's what it says. It says casting time an hour for
Yes,
Find
it does. It
Familiar.
takes an hour.
Right. So while he's flailing.
I don't know if I'll
He
flail for
flails
an hour. My arm might
I
get
mean,
tired.
we'll see what happens. I'll cut it. Can I like stop it at any
If you
point
stop,
during
it
it?
ends. Sadly,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, like that's
it
what I mean,
won't
like,
continue.
It ends, but I'll at least be able to do
Yeah.
things. But
have
like
to- you have
for
to stop.
now,
you can start. You can start it. Yeah, if
Okay.
you'd like. I'll allow that.
so I'm gonna start it.
I look at
I'm
Red.
gonna start it.
I look at Red. I look at Mountain. God, we're just making ourselves really easy to find, aren't we? Where the fuck
Hey,
is Br'aad?
come get us!
Where the
Come
fuck is
on,
Br'aad?
we're right here.
Oh God.
Hello?
I'm
Don't be a pussy.
gonna
Mountain,
keep. I'm gonna keep
please.
looking for, and
What?
like
It's working.
trying to see things.
I'm with.
If something's
I'm with,
coming, if there's tracks that I don't recognize,
Okay.
I'm gonna
I've
keep
covered
going deeper.
myself in mud and leaves like a Fortnite bush.
Oh,
Um,
if
I
just
Broad's
wanna-
coming with me?
Did you
Okay,
actually?
if Broad's coming with me, yeah.
Make a
Yes.
survival check for me then.
You gotta stab yourself with a stick.
11.
11. You did better than you thought you would.
Hey.
How many? Is there any tall trees nearby?
The trees nearby probably stand only about 10 feet tall.
That's fine.
not
I just want one
exceptionally tall.
nearby.
I feel gross. Why did I do that?
I want one nearby are two idiots. Congratulations, you're both the idiots now. And I'm just gonna go on lookout up there.
Okay.
At least I can fucking read.
And I'm gonna cover my tracks. I'm gonna try to like swipe my tracks away.
Okay.
So that nothing can see where I am.
What is Velrisa
You
doing
know.
at this time?
So I'm staying with the mess we have going on just to try to add another layer of security.
We got it. Good, thank you. Appreciate it. This is gonna take a while for me.
All right, can I lean down to Jack and say, "Hey, you smell anything?"
Can I speak dog in wolf form?
No, that's not how that works. It's not how that works.
Damn. I can't communicate with them just because we're the same species now?
That's not
Or the same family?
not how that works at all. That's just not a
Yeah,
that's just not.
That sucks.
Hell, my dogs are
Yeah,
talking
do you
to each
think
other.
dogs have a universal language? They just bark at each other and it means words? Like I don't know.
That would be so
don't
cool.
How do you not
That'd be
know
so-
though?
No, I
Come
didn't.
on.
Yeah,
I didn't
Come on,
think
Jared.
that.
You walk in one day and just fucking two dogs like sitting on chairs like sipping tea, just.
They communicate.
But yeah, not with voice though.
Yeah, but
With
like,
body language.
With butts and shit.
all right, before I go
Yeah,
off
yeah.
with
We're
Br'aad, I
sniffing ass
body
and shit.
language to
Dogs do butt stuff.
Jack. And I'm like, in body language form.
You gonna sniff his butt? That's what you're saying. You know that, right?
Gross.
I'm sniffing dog ass. What the fuck is wrong with you?
We're going to scout. We're going to scout ahead, Jack. Protect everyone here.
Okay.
All right.
Dude,
came
I
back
just-
and
I'm never
said-
gonna be able to wild shape
Don't
past
go-
CR1. Let me have something.
Don't go too far.
The mountain.
more of a
Jack
prep
doesn't seem to
thing,
smell
but,
anything.
yeah.
He doesn't seem to get a hint of anything or any trails as he starts sniffing around.
Nope,
Do I have to
nope,
roll
nothing.
anything for covering my tracks?
No, you just
And climbing
you
the
just-
climbing the
Climbing the
and
tr-
climbing the tree.
with your dexterity, you're fine. You can easily scale this a small tree like this.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eyes out.
Okay.
Active perception.
You begin looking around, Taxi and Br'aad.
Mm.
You are looking around. How far are you staying? Are you getting away from everybody else before you start heading back?
I'm just following taxi.
What kind of
so it's-
perimeter are you keeping, Taxi? How much of a distance?
60 feet. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go around 60 feet
Okay.
around us.
The title of the fucking song.
Soon there will be just five.
Dude, what the fuck?
As soon as you go. As soon as he goes off.
They're listening along. And oh no, hold on.
Oh, that's gonna be me. I'm the dumbest.
That's hilarious.
They're listening along
Well.
for the podcast at Spotify, and the song is called "Soon There Will Be Just Five."
It's fucking so good. I just look over as the song changes. I'm like,
Okay.
oh fuck.
So-
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Br'aad.
I
I'll keep
need
it
you
60
to
feet.
make one more perception check for me, with no advantage for this one, just a straight perception check for me. Br'aad, you can do the same if you'd like.
Do we need to roll stealth at all?
Won't matter for
Mm,
mine.
If you want, if you'd like to stealth, you may.
Yeah, I'll stealth.
So does somebody else like? Would anybody else like to stealth right now? I assume Sonnen might want to.
I'm a little
Yeah,
busy.
Yeah, you're too
because
busy to stealth,
I'm trying
sadly.
be
Yeah, I
quick.
want to
My
stealth with my
perception's not
sword.
You cannot
there.
stealth either.
Wait, can I
While
stealth?
you're, I'm going stealth mode.
Sonnen, if you wish,
Can
you
I-
can stealth. You may.
Yeah, I want to be a sneaky boy. Oh, that's 24.
24. All right.
I got an 8
For your perception or for your stealth?
for my stealth. My perception was worse.
Okay.
So I got a 21 for both. 22? 21. I think it's 21 for both. Stealth
both?
and perception.
Okay. As you look around, once again, you sniff. You sense a presence, but it almost feels like you don't smell it, you don't see it, but you just sense something. So it's hard for you to track it or figure out where it's coming from with any sort of natural perception, but you feel like something is watching you. You can feel the hairs on the back of your mane and the back of your back just begin to stand up across the entire top half of the body.
I turn around to Br'aad and start whimpering a little bit. Shaking my head.
Should we go back? Is that what that means?
Start heading back to the group.
Can I see them from where I am?
No.
Well, they're 60 feet. I think they want to just. Oh, well.
With it being woods and all the trees being about only 10 feet tall, about all the same size,
Gotcha.
you can't see 60 feet
Okay.
away, Stone and sadly.
Okay.
But you know,
But I
you
can't
know
see
which
I can see mountain.
you
red
can see
and
mountain and red,
everybody,
yes, but you know which direction about they went, but you can't see them.
Okay.
So how much time passes per turn, by the way?
Oh
Just
well,
to
right
see, so,
right
like,
now,
what's
right
the-
now, so far, how much has passed now for since you've started
Yeah.
has been 30 minutes. We're just gonna say that as
Okay.
brevity. In an actual turn of combat, every round is about 6 seconds. For everybody's turn
Gotcha.
together is
Okay,
about
cool.
6 seconds.
But that's during combat.
Wait, we've been in the forest for 30 minutes.
I wouldn't have been
Mhm.
waving my sword for 30 minutes.
You would have
Okay.
stopped by now.
Yeah, I
You
would
would
have
have
stopped
stopped
and
by
go
now.
back over to.
Yes. I'm just saying for brevity, for everything that's happened so
It
far,
was an impressive
how much
show for
time
a
has
while.
passed? It's been about half an hour.
So we've been scouting for 30 minutes.
Yeah, you've been
and he's
scouting for a bit.
patrolling for 30 minutes.
And that's when the sounds came.
Actually, before we get back, I'm gonna come out of wild shape and just stop with Br'aad for a sec. I tried to do what I would normally do if we were going to hunt something, but I don't see any tracks. I don't smell anything.
Well, we should
any
probably go
person or
check on the
creature.
others. I've been hearing Mountain screaming for 30 minutes.
That's honestly why I tried
is a
to
lot.
get away, just so we could get. I wanted to see if anything was even gonna come to Mountain before. I just don't want us to get surprised. That's the worst that could happen.
For sure, but I doubt
good-
there's any
that's a
way
good
we
point.
could get surprised
We'll
by
get
something.
get
I doubt
jumped
anything
on,
could.
you know.
I doubt anything I could spring on us or jump down on us right now in this instant. I sincerely doubt with our vigilance
Br'aad, come on. You're not that dumb.
that any. I thought that would work. I thought we could get them out and take them down, but they're good.
Yeah.
You begin to hear a stomping coming from very far away in the forest. It's not springing on you or jumping on you. But somewhere off in the distance, you hear what sounds like a tree come down. The creaking of the wood and then the loud crack as it snaps and slams into the ground. And then you hear very heavy footfall followed by it coming your direction. In fact,
That's where we need to
everybody
go.
in the party would hear this.
This is
That's
not
what we
ideal,
need to-
guys.
Wait. Can I see anything from on top of a tree?
It's super far away. It's so far away.
Okay.
As you look around the treetops,
That-
you don't see anything that's like, oh, that's looming over the trees.
And I don't see any trees falling, so it's like
No trees falling yet. It sounds like it's very distant.
okay.
Okay, Br'aad, I need your opinion. Should we
Okay.
fight all three of these?
There's
All
4,
three of
right?
what? Three.
Or
Well, we don't-
four? I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. I was just trying to.
We should.
I was trying to throw that
think we
guy
should-
off, like, hey, I'm gonna sleep in there. I'm
no,
gonna blah,
yeah,
blah, blah, blah,
that was,
you know.
that
but
was
like,
crazy. That was
really not. Obviously, that's stupid.
Yeah.
So, are we gonna fight all of them?
All right,
But
who's
that-
where?
I think if we single
me-
them out and we take them out one by one, we might have a shot.
Right, but
Because
we have
I
no
also don't
information on
think-
any of these
I
yet.
think Br'aad and I are
right?
still. I don't think we're back at the group yet.
We don't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's why I asked
Oh, they're
who's
together?
where.
I'm
they were
sorry.
not to
Yeah,
scout.
Yeah, no
Who's
worries.
where?
My apologies.
We're
I
probably.
don't think we can convince Mountain to
Yeah.
sneak.
Okay.
And I'm
No, I don't think we're gonna be able to sneak either. But if we're gonna
Let's
fight
just
all of
make
them,
our way and take them out. If we run into all of them, then we then we run. I say.
okay.
And
Well,
we
that
agree.
sound. That sound is gonna be our first prey. We should go back and everybody. We should start heading to it.
Okay, so
I was
Br'aad
gonna
and
walk.
Taxi begin to head back.
No, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys head back. For brevity's sake, when you guys get there, Red, you have finished your Find Familiar spell. What do you want to be your familiar?
A hawk.
Okay.
Excellent.
As you finish
wanna
the
help?
ritual, you make a small circle in the
I
ground.
did have a plan. Thank you.
You make a small circle in the ground. You finish casting, and as you do, it begins to glow. A small dull white comes out of the chalk that you've put into the ground. And after a few moments pass,
love
you
my
hear
brain.
off in the distance from the treetops, you hear the loud, "Ah!" And a raven flies past. And confused, you look up and look around, and then a hawk comes out of the same tree and flies over to you, startling the raven, and then lands on your forearm.
How'd you do that?
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna call him Frank.
I love that name.
Frank.
I'm still
Yes,
kind of
thank you,
worried
Frank.
about it.
Frank, go scout the area.
His name's
Head back.
Frank?
Head back when you see
It flies up
anything.
and begins to circle
Well,
around
how
nearby
the
above.
fuck does it work? Yeah.
Taxi and Br'aad, you re-arrive.
Taxi, did you see anything?
Alright, so that big sound of a tree crumbling is probably the direction we need to head to if we're gonna get the jump on one of these creatures. Or persons. I don't know what the fuck it is, but we gotta go. If we're gonna be hunting some things.
I think the best play is for all of us to try and take these things out one by one. And I saw a hawk earlier. Should we shoot that down? It could be scouting.
Don't worry about what. Yes, it is, but that's my hawk. Leave it alone, please.
Oh.
That's great,
Well,
actually. That's great.
That's good. Let us know if you see anything so that we can stay ahead of these guys.
As
That
you,
predator, if
Okay. Yeah.
that's one of the predators who knock down trees, they're a terrible predator being so noisy in the forest.
As you say that, a voice picks up, seemingly standing somewhere extremely close by with no body.
Sounds about right.
You just hear. You really think we aren't smart, do you? And then, as an invisibility field seems to dissipate, a large devil-like creature stands to the side of you, standing probably about 10 to 11 feet tall over the treetops. It stands, its body a pale, flushed out, sort of tannish color with red marks here and there. You can see scratches and gouges throughout the entire body. But the part that heeds your attention the most is in the face, where the neck starts to meet the head. Two large tusks emerge from the neck's flesh. The face itself,
Wait, how tall?
about 10 to 11 feet. So about a foot above the tree you're standing in. And
It
the
just shows up
face
right next
where
to you.
where the front of the face
Oh, boy.
is, there is no flesh, only bone. And you see a skull with small white and red eyes as well. It looks around at you and it begins to laugh to the point where it echoes through the forest.
No. I didn't mean that you were stupid. What? Why is he?
Okay, as it's laughing, I cast Tasha's hideous laughter on
Okay, it's a wisdom save, correct?
it. Yeah.
What joke do you tell it?
I don't tell it anything. I just think it'd be funny if it kept laughing and was like, "Oh shit, what's happening?"
So that is a 16.
God damn it, that saves.
Okay. It stops laughing and it goes silent for a second and it scans across to all of you. And it goes, I was really hoping for a challenge today.
Wait, does it see me in the tree? I'm still in the tree.
It looks
Now,
up at you.
You may not be
Damn
stupid,
it.
but that was just rude.
You can see in its hand it is holding a what seems to be a dagger for its size, but to you it's very large. But it's a sort of small edged dagger, and on its back is a large crossbow. Other than that, it has a bandolier of what looks like small arrows across its chest, and then a purple-like cape that falls off the back.
Is that the
I
thing
don't
we
like
killed?
this.
A challenge, huh?
I don't like this.
I mean,
I think we should run.
You know, I was listening, and he looks over at Br'aad and Taxi and goes, "Thank you for showing me the way back to the rest of my prey.
fuck.
Now,
Ah.
let's get one thing and one thing clear here." And he bends over so his face is more close to everybody else's height. It will be just me that kills you. No four of
Contextually.
us. Just me. This is a competition after all. You really think I want assistance? Now, how about you all play good
Okay.
and just let me kill you easily? I'll make it less painful that
No,
way,
thank
I
you.
promise.
This guy's a dick.
No.
I'm gonna. All right. I'm gonna.
Surprised Mountain hasn't been captured already.
So it's just like a.
I'm gonna
It's just
rush.
like a skull with tusks out of it,
Yeah,
right?
the head, the
Sorry.
neck is very wide, probably about 5 feet just in width for the neck. The neck is just large and gluttonous, and where it starts to meet where the head shape is, tusks erupt out of the flesh of the neck on either side. And then the face is just, the flesh shrinkens down to a small skull, where there is no flesh, just bone on the center of the head, where there's just teeth and eyes.
Okay, there are eyes. Okay, cool. Nah, we're good.
I'm gonna
You
rush
think
forward.
you can face us? You don't even fucking have one. Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm gonna rush forward and I'm gonna crack him in the face with my staff.
All right, you,
Dude, he's 11 feet.
yeah, he's 11 feet tall.
Okay, well my staff is big.
Wait, so are we?
and
Just to be clear,
I'm
are we all
6'3"
in the
or
same
whatever.
place?
Yeah,
right now?
everybody's together. So you're going for an
Okay,
attack.
this
Go
is
ahead and go and make your strike, Taxi.
14
14.
to hit.
You jump up and with your quarterstaff in hand, you go for a strike, and as you do, his large hand comes over and just grabs, not by the quarterstaff, but by your hand holding onto it and dangles you in the air.
Hey, put him down.
Oh, you thought that was a smart move, boy. And I need you.
Yeah, you're right. Flight was a
I
better
need
response.
you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Taxi.
He's gonna break your fucking arm.
Oh
About
my
to just
god,
get
dude.
punched in the whole body.
8.
8.
That sounds
He
great.
squeezes hard, and you can hear all the bones, the small bones making
Yep.
your fingers and going down to the palm of your hand start to crack and shatter. You feel your hand down to your wrist, all the bones just shatter in place. You let out a loud, loud scream that also echoes through this dark, quiet forest. And then he drops you onto the ground. Now,
That's not good.
how about we really get this started? And everybody roll initiative.
Well, fuck, boys.
So,
Perfect! I rolled a natural 1!
that's totally
That's
understandable.
pretty on brand.
So anybody get over 20?
I got a 23.
23? Anything above 15. Red had a 15. Anybody get above
15.
red?
Yeah.
17.
19 for Hilltree.
19 for Hilltree, 17 for Velrisa. Anybody else? Okay. Br'aad.
I got a 9.
9. Mountain.
9.
Taxi.
With a natural 1, 6.
So up first, Stonin.
Someone's gonna. How close is he to the tree I'm in?
How close is he?
Yeah.
He'd be probably about 20, 30 feet away. This is a very
Damn it, I
large
can't-
path.
I cannot jump 30 feet, can I?
You cannot.
Is there like a path
If you
to
were
the
a
trees
monk,
I
you
could
could.
take?
He's actually across the pathway from you. If you...
Like, is there any way I could get through the trees and jump onto his body? Is what I'm trying to ask you.
Not from where you currently are, no, but if you got up on the trees on the other side of the pathway, you definitely could.
Okay.
The pathway
Well,
itself
he-
is very wide. It's a very wide
Oh, should
opening
I
pathway.
should I roll initiative on my familiar as well?
The familiar will go right after you.
Okay.
So
it
after-
just says it
yeah.
rolls its own initiative, so I was confused.
Okay, so-
we'll just do it where after your turn, it'll go right after you, and you can just do
That
it.
works. It's fine.
Okay, so Sylvan's gonna go ahead and jump out of the tree then. And like do a little roll, whatever, fucking break his fall, you know, all that fun shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna run. How close is the nearest tree to this man? I'm literally climbing on top of him.
It's
as fast
standing.
as possible.
It's standing behind him directly, probably about like 10 feet behind him. He's right
10
next to
feet.
the forest. But
Now,
on
if
the
I
side.
jumped off that tree onto him, would I
you
make
could.
that?
You could. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna run to the tree behind him and kind of like run up it as high as I can with my agility and jump onto him, onto his back.
Okay. What's your movement speed?
30.
30. You wouldn't make it all the way onto his back. You'd make it up the tree though.
I will dash
You will dash. Okay.
I will dash with my
action?
fucking bonus action.
Okay, you
dash.
bonus action dash. You can easily go up. You can run, and you can even jump onto his back. Now, are you looking for what are you looking to do on his back? Hold on with a dagger. How are you trying to climb on or get a foothold?
I'm gonna puncture with both my daggers. I'm just gonna like
Okay.
into him.
Okay, so first go ahead and make an attack roll with both daggers.
And no disadvantage on either, right?
No disadvantage or advantage at all.
Okay. 19 and 14.
19 and 14. The first dagger lands in, but the second one you just don't find contact. So with the second one, however, you do stab in. You can roll sneak attack damage with that one as you do damage with it. Since Taxi is laying right in front of him.
Am I
So
prone?
that's 4 plus 4.
You're not prone. You're probably on one knee as you fell. You were getting up as initiative happened.
That is 19.
19. Okay.
19.
And I need you to make a athletics check.
Athletics check. I'm good at that.
That 19, right? 19 damage.
19, yeah.
Okay.
And that is a 17 athletics.
17. Okay, you managed to keep a foothold and hold on, even though one dagger made it in. You managed to keep hold of that dagger and remain on his back.
Nice. Okay. And then I still have my reaction, and that's my turn. So,
Okay. So after that, the creature will then.
god damn it. I was
Oh,
hoping he
God.
would go right after me.
Oh god.
I'm scared.
Prepare to
I'm
get
scared for my
tossed,
life.
man.
He's gonna use taxi to hit somebody.
He dropped taxi. So.
Oh, he did?
Continuing on, the creature is going to first attempt to try to elbow you off of his back, Donan. As he lifts up one of his arms, he goes for an elbow behind his shoulder blade and tries to hit you with it. Is a 15 to hit.
No.
You easily dodge out of the way as his elbow comes around. He kind of angrily snorts and waggles around a bit, trying to get a good eye on you, but he can't. So instead, he takes his dagger that he's actually holding in his left hand, and he will look around the party surveying. Now, which one of you do I skin first?
He's closest.
Taxi. Oh no.
He looks at you, Velrisa, and goes, yeah, you'd make a nice pair of boots, wouldn't ya?
I'm a Velrisa's offended.
Fucked up.
And then he
Alright,
rushes forward and goes for a strike at you with the weapon in his hand. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Does he run past me?
He would technically. So you can
But
have,
you're also
you also have a
wait.
broken hand. So you can attempt to do an attack of opportunity against him with your offhand if you'd like.
What about my leg?
You can do your leg if you'd like. You can also try to kick. But you're also
trip him.
okay. Yeah,
about
you
me
can go
leg?
for it if you'd like. Go for an attack with your leg.
Kick him in the penis.
I'm gonna try and do like a sweep, I guess. 22.
22. Okay, go ahead. Do your attack damage.
9.
9. Okay, he takes 9 damage.
Am I allowed?
As you kick into his legs are very thick and sturdy. They remind you almost of oogs, your elephants. Just the sheer width and size of them. They're just straight, like, tubes of legs. They're very non-human. You kick him, he runs forward, the dagger stabs into you, Velrisa. You take 14 points of piercing. And as it goes into you, make a constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Ooh.
14?
14. As it goes in, you can immediately feel this strange stinging sensation. I mean, he stabbed you, so it's immediately burning, and you're used to that kind of wound. But you feel something else start to sting and burn up the veins close to the wound. And as it does, he smiles a little bit. He goes, a good hunter always comes prepared, don't they? And you take...
There goes Velrisa again. Golly.
Today's DM hates me day part fucking 100.
You take 24
Holy-
points of poison damage.
What the fuck?
And you are also poisoned for a minute.
Okay. Can I
Jesus.
hellish rebuke the
Well, it
motherfucker?
didn't hit me.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
He's a demon.
Roll a
though. Do you
dex
think that's-
save.
I don't know.
Dex save. That is a 9.
Okay, he fails.
Hell, should buke that fucker. Yeah.
I'm gonna run out of spell slots on my turn, I think.
I'm not ready to fight four. I'm not ready to
There's
fight
a-
four of
We're
these
gonna run out of
guys.
Party members pretty soon.
5 plus 8, 13.
What kind of damage? The fire
Ooh,
damage?
Yeah, fire.
I think it's fire, yeah.
As the fire erupts and actually starts going up the arm, you notice the fire starts to spread, then just stops, and he seems to have no reaction to it. He... You're not very smart, are you? In fact, you're not fully one of us, but you see... And as he flexes, the fire just goes out of his forearm. I'm from there. You see that? And then he just slaps you to the side and gets up and starts looking to the rest of the party. So, that will end his turn.
Alright.
Nice.
You safely assume that that the fire is fine. They're just like,
Yeah.
to them it's like an everyday
Forgot what
thing.
kind
They,
of
they
damage
typically live in
hellish
it.
rebuke did.
But so you're poisoned for a turn, which means you have, I do believe you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
Let me check. You disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and if you'd like to, I do believe at the end of each of your turns. Yeah, at the end of each of your turns, you can make a saving throw again and try to get out of it for free. It's a free action; it doesn't take an action or anything. At the end of his turn, up next is now Hiltree.
Oh god, what is Hiltree gonna do against this giant fucking monstrosity?
Getting a better look at him as well. He seems not very clothed. He has little leather bracers on, and then a loincloth that has a belt buckle that has a large human skull on it. But the chest and the legs themselves are also bare, with no boot wear at all. As his feet just seem like elephant feet. They're just straight down, like large, massive hammers of feet.
Hiltree wants to go for the toes.
Okay, he's gonna go for the little toesies.
Yeah, little toesies.
Okay.
Need to use the right dice here. This is very important. Okay, that is a 16.
16. As he goes for the foot just jolts backwards, and Hiltree stabs into dirt. He looks down at Hiltree and goes, "Didn't know this place had rats."
Oh, wait a minute.
Never go for the toes.
Listen, Hiltree doesn't know better. Yeah, he's gonna disengage. He's afraid now. He's gonna disengage and walk a little bit away.
Okay, where's he gonna go?
Or, hide behind Br'aad.
Okay, here he goes. He runs and hides behind Br'aad. That in Hiltree's turn?
Yeah, that is his.
All right, up next is Velrisa.
Okay, I'm gonna Cure Wounds 3 on myself.
You quickly take your right arm and you begin feeling that magical radiant light start to go up your palm of your hand, and you start to just wave it over where the wound entered your body, where the dagger entered, and begin to heal yourself. You can even see now, looking down at the gash, there is a bit of, you can already see where the veins that are exposed, the parts of the blood, are starting to thicken and get very dense.
Yeah. That's 17. Plus 3, that's 20.
20.
Okay, and then I'm gonna take my chance on escaping poison.
Go ahead.
Is there anything you add to that, or?
Let's see the good rules.
It's your con
Okay,
save.
yeah.
It's just when you're making another Constitution save.
That is a 17.
17, you just pass it. You after you heal, you start to feel that radiant energy start to move through your veins, and you feel it thinning out where the blood's starting to clot harder and burn, and you start to feel much better. You are no longer poisoned.
Okay, that's gonna end my turn. Well, where am I in relation to him right now?
He is standing in front of you. He just turned his back to you and was looking at the rest of the party. He's still right in front of you.
Okay, can I get to a better spot, maybe near the party, without an attack
yes.
of opportunity?
You could circle around him, or you could walk from his back and just go around slowly away from
Yeah, I'll
him.
do that.
Okay, you step back without him seeing, and then step around and try to get back to the party that way. You'd be close, to Mountain. You'd be standing next to
Okay.
Mountain.
And that'll end my turn.
After that, up next is Red.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast his knee.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
I like it.
Okay,
His knee.
13
Is that
Plus
plus
anything?
your?
plus
Seven.
charisma. Yeah, 7. So 20. Yeah, I'm good.
20 not nat. Okay, you throw it, and it hits him right in the knee. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, so 2d10s. This is like the double. So,
Well, so
or do I do that twice?
You do it twice.
Should I do that
You-
twice?
you were hit
Okay,
twice.
so
Twice, yeah.
so that was 20 twice, and
So
then
one.
18 is the next one. So yeah, okay, so definitely 2.
Okay, 18 for the next one. Yeah, both of them hit. Then.
18 plus 7. Yeah.
Both of them hit. Both of them hit.
Yeah.
Go and roll them damage.
Okay,
boys.
and then 2d10. Okay. All right, I got a 10 and a 5, and it's plus 4 for each of those, so 14 and 9.
14 and 9. Okay, 23.
So 23. 23, right on the knee. 23 for the knee.
As you take your hand and you fire off these 2 arcing beams, they both slam into his right knee. And as they do, you can see he grunts pretty loudly. You can see all of his muscles flex as he takes the blow. And he looks up at you and goes, "Oh, you just made my shit list."
No. Uh-oh.
You just made my shit.
Here's to hoping y'all can deal with that, because I might need some help here. Really thought that knee would take a bit more.
It
He
hurt.
seems to be able to.
You did a lot of damage. You can tell it hurt. He seems pretty
Oh, yeah.
pissed off about it.
Yeah, but I
This
mean,
guy
like,
scares me a
didn't
lot.
break his knee. That's bad.
No, what's scary about it is that there's 3 more.
Yeah.
Guys, go for the right knee. I'm pretty sure that's the weak
he's weak.
spot.
Hit him in the knees.
Hit him in the knees.
What
So-
scares
If he has no
me-
knees, he can't catch up.
I have a
Up
very
next is
strong
Mountain.
feeling I'm gonna die.
Up
Oh
next
god.
is Mountain.
Oh god. Okay, so how tall is this thing like compared to me?
He's 11 feet
if I was
tall,
looking
and
at-
you're about, what,
He's like 3.
4'8",
So
So
5'2"?
you're like perfect to hit his knee.
I'm like 4.
I think you're like 4'8" or 5'2", one of the two.
Is Mountain
Somewhere-
gonna use
Mountain,
flamethrower?
go for the knees. It's what you can reach.
Around there. Okay, so can I?
You're
fit
about a quarter of
between-
the size of his body. I mean, you're like, you're,
If I
you're
was
there.
looking at him, where would my eye level be at?
His cock.
Specifically? His cock?
Yeah,
Okay, so here's what I want to do.
you'd be about
All right.
waist
Oh
height.
no, God.
He's
fuck.
not
I
so
see him.
cockless.
I see.
He might be
I
in a
see.
second.
I see him like really fuck up Velrisa, and that makes me nervous. So I'm gonna take Flame Tongue out. I'm just gonna hold it straight up, all right, and I'm gonna run right between his legs.
God.
So
Hit
you're
him in the
aiming.
dick.
You're aiming for a dick attack.
I'm aiming for a dick
Okay,
attack.
I want you to know his dick is heavily armored, but you may go for it.
Yeah, do you want to go? It's
Okay.
we got a
Hey,
skull.
wait,
Do you
can
wanna
I-
do something
can I
else?
say-
I thought you said it was just a loincloth.
He
Or is it
he has a giant skull belt buckle.
What the fuck you got a knife out for?
Oh, sorry. Wait, I got a little too into it. Sorry. Can I say something while before I do it?
Go for it. Go for it.
All right. Can I say? Wait, this sounds really stupid. He may be on your shit list, but you're on my dick list. And he runs through his legs.
And he goes, oh, I get it. It's like you said dickless. Oh! No, I'm kidding. Go ahead and roll to hit. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
No, please make that canon, Jared.
If it hits.
25 to hit the dick.
That hits. Go ahead and roll to hit.
That's it.
He's hit.
Yeah.
It's like
All right.
you said dickless. Oh! Fuck!
All right, that's gonna be 8 damage. 8 cock damage.
8 cock damage.
Yeah.
Cock damage.
Can that be an automatic crit because it's on the tin?
You crack the skull and make a nice blunt impact where his dick you assume would be. And he all right. Someone's new at the top of the shit list.
Thank you.
Wait, do you have multiple attacks?
Yeah, one more.
Yeah, so
I was gonna hit him on the butt, but I kind of want to keep running.
Prod him. Throw your weapon.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a full lap. I'm gonna come back around.
Stick him in the taint. Let's go.
I'm going for the slice.
Okay, go for it. Make another attack.
That's gonna be
Right through
natural
the
1.
ass.
That's a natural 1.
A natural 1. As you
That's a
go
natural
again,
one.
he goes, yeah, fool
he
me
clench his
once.
cheeks?
And he turns around and he uses his good knee and he knocks your sword out of your hands and it skids across the ground.
Thought I was about to sit on you.
And then
Okay.
he now turns to face you and he looks down and goes, I always hate killing little creatures.
Not that little. I was afraid he was gonna clench his cheeks and grab my sword like that.
I was afraid he was gonna hit me with his dick.
He just sits down and just fucking anally inserts all of you. Mountains never to be seen again.
Cease.
What a way to go.
Okay, so now the mountains that end your turn.
Can I keep running?
He's going to attack of opportunity on you, but yes, if you'd like.
No, I don't want that. Let's just stay where we're at.
Okay. Up next is Br'aad.
Motionless. Oof. All right.
All right. The first thing I want to do is, let me make sure I'm using this right. Where'd it go? Oh yeah. All right. So I'm gonna use my mantle of inspiration. I have all this dirt and mud on me, and then I flip my hair back, and all the fucking dirt and mud goes flying off, and I glisten in the moonlight, and it's beautiful.
Yes, it
And-
is.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna
and so gay.
inspire-
I love it.
How many of us are there total?
There's
6.
more than 6.
7, 8.
Okay,
8,
I'm gonna
including Hiltree and
inspire
Ounder.
Red, Taxi, Velrisa, Mountain, and Silnan, because those are the faces I'm looking at.
Give me the
And-
beat.
No, that's what I do. I flip the hair, and you're gonna gain 8. Everyone gains 8 temporary HP and can immediately use their reaction to move up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So, like, if Mountain wants to run away,
Yeah, so Mountain, if you'd like to.
I'm
you can
running
move.
away.
You whoosh.
and you all gain 8
Have,
temporary HP.
Eight
Br'aad, as
temporary
Br'aad
HP.
flips his
does that
hair
mean?
back and begins to glisten as all the mud and dirt falls off of him, almost like a ballet dancer in the limelight. The devil looks over at him and goes, bloody hell. And Mountain, that's when you take this chance to turn around and you book it 25 feet, I do believe. Are you 25 or 30
Yeah,
feet? 25? 25 feet back. Away from him.
He's gay.
Okay.
The devil dude is gay.
Might be.
All right.
Maybe
I'm
he's
gonna
just
roll
not picky, okay? Don't assume so much, all right?
I'm gonna
I
use-
understand
I'm gonna
that, all
use-
right? We
I'm
have
gonna
one
cast
thing in common.
suggestion. I'm gonna cast suggestion on him.
Is the one you just did a bonus action, I believe, then? The one you just did?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was the bonus
Okay,
action.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast suggestion. I'm gonna say, "What are you doing so far from home, big guy? Go back." So I'm literally telling him to go to hell.
Okay. You say that, and as you do, you flick a bit of magic off you. What color is your magic, by the way, when you use this spell? Just curiosity. Flavor.
We're gonna say this is golden.
Okay,
This is
a bit
kinda
of
like
golden sparks fly off your hands. You do this, and you try to charm him into believing this. And as you say that, he looks at you and goes, your fairy magic don't work on me, sorry.
I flip my hair a little more.
Wait,
He
would
is
your
a-
tattoos be golden? Because that'd be sick.
He's immune
Is
to
it
being
wondering?
charmed.
Oh, is it charming?
It is. Creatures that can be charmed are immune to this spell.
He's immune. Okay.
Yeah.
Sad.
One of the two things he's immune to.
At least he liked the hair.
He
flip.
loved the hair flip. He was like, you
Oh,
go,
hell
girl.
yeah.
You're not on the shit list. You're
Okay,
on the
that
other
ends
type
my
of
turn.
dick
That's my
list.
turn. That's my
Okay.
turn.
All right. Up next is Taxi.
I get up, I hold my hand. Fuck.
As you look down at your hand, your fingers are bending in directions they are not supposed to. You can tell the joint that connects the finger to the palm, most of them are shattered and the fingers are just dangling in certain directions. You can, in fact, in the threading between your fingers where the flaps of skin are, you can see the bones sticking out where they are just shattering through your flesh.
I've been through worse. We've been through worse. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna double my speed. I'm gonna
And run away.
Don't go too far, man.
I'm gone,
There's
dude.
still 3 others.
Is he facing towards me now? I'm facing away from Velrisa?
he was facing towards Mountain, and Mountain went whoosh. So
And like
he'd
stop
be
right by him.
you'd be like he'd be facing kind of towards you, like you're a bit to his right. So maybe like just out of his peripherals is where you'd be standing on his right side.
Okay. I'm double my speed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put my hand behind my back, the broken one. I'm gonna rush forward, and I'm gonna like with my offhand with the staff. I'm gonna leap up and do like a crack right under the jaw. It's like a whoop-ah.
Okay, go ahead
With
and
my
roll for
offhand.
your attack. You have Shillelagh still on, don't you?
Yes, I did that
Making
right
sure.
before.
That is not a word.
That is a word, yes. I
Shillelagh?
don't know what it means.
Shillelagh.
but-
A Shillelagh is a type of staff used in like Irish folklore. So what's the fucking like leprechauns have little like staffs. Oh, it's Shillelagh.
17.
17 just hits. Go ahead and roll your quarterstaff damage, but you don't add your bonus damage to it. Just the die.
That is 5
5? Okay.
for the
Yo.
staff.
Okay. You crack it against his you go for his jaw, but you can't quite reach it, so it cracks against his chest. But you can hear it hit some sort of bone, and you hear a small cracking thump sound inside of him. You can tell it definitely fucking hurt.
Okay. And I'm gonna spend a key point into Flurry of Blows.
Okay. Flurry of blows.
Did you say furry of blows again?
I'm gonna say it.
Flurry
I'm
of
gonna say it
Blows.
over. I'm gonna say it every time, bro.
That's just he's doing the furry of blows. He is the furry of blows.
I am the furry of blows. I
don't-
me.
think the first one hits 21. Yeah, I thought it was a 3, but it was a 13.
Okay, 21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. And these are your unarmed, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the staff. When I come down, I'll do a roundhouse on my right leg. 3 plus
5,
5,
7,
7.
8.
No, 8. No, wait, yeah, no.
8.
3,
It's 8. It is-
Yeah, that's 8, right? Yeah, I can do mad. I can do mad, and I'll do another, and then I'll do a heel kick from like I'll spin
Got it.
and do a heel. Wherever I'm reaching, maybe his knee. I don't know how.
You're
tall I am.
probably about weight. You're a little above waist height, so you could land high kicks on like his rib area.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, that is 20.
20
I'm
20
so
hits.
bad
Go
at
ahead and roll.
math, guys. Okay, 7.
Okay.
7 damage for that one.
You land your blows. Up next is Silnan.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna say.
Wait, what about Onder?
Hey,
Onder has not went yet. Onder is holding back right now. He's standing there with his sword, kind of in more of a blocking stance as he's standing there.
Okay.
He has not. He
Just wanna
has
make
not.
sure
He
that-
did not engage or anything this turn. It seems.
Are you scared too?
Okay. Now I have a few questions here. How high up his back am I?
You would be off the ground. You'd probably be about 6 feet, 7 feet off the ground.
6 feet. So there's another 6 feet to his like the top of his head, give or take.
But probably about 4 or 5 feet to the top of his head.
Okay. What is the slope of his back? Would I be able to run up it?
No, not run up it. He stands
Would
very
I be able
straight.
to run up it with a boost from my dagger? Like
You
if I tried to
could
launch
pull
myself
up with your dagger and go for another stab with your other dagger, almost like hiking, like climbing gear.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't be able to get to the top of his head with one single jump, I don't think, unless you roll a very high strength check for me.
Wait, are you still on his
Okay.
back?
He's still on his
I'm
back.
still on his back. Yeah.
This whole
What I want
full
to see is if I can't be
in
like
real time, it's been
and
like 6
launch
seconds.
myself.
It's been like 6 seconds in real time.
right.
So
Just kind of chilling.
just been-
Dude, I
Yeah.
kind of want to get everyone on this, man. Let's just all fucking climb him.
Everyone
like my
relax.
idea is I want to see.
Don't
if
worry.
I, can't, like, I don't want to
gonna-
pull out the dagger. I want to see if I can launch myself up and get more height with that.
you wouldn't be able to go 6 feet up with it, I don't think.
Damn it. Okay.
Come on, but it'd be
Well,
so cool.
It would be
would
cool,
be
but
so
I don't think
cool.
you get just because of Sonen's strength modifier. I don't think you could kick yourself up that high.
Damn it.
Just so you know, if you're climbing and you do a dino, like a dynamic movement, you could probably get 6 feet if you had one handhold and you had a kickoff. I'm just saying.
I don't think it's
Entirely-
unrealistic.
It's entirely plausible. I have seen people do it that are probably less strong than our fantasy characters.
I'm trying to think about how that would work because you're on his back, dagger in. Where are you going to be able to kick off to get up a straight up advantage from where you're at? There's not a real foothold on his back for you to kick with. You see what I'm
What's the
saying?
skull being held on by?
There is a belt, but maybe that's a little bit below you since you're like mid back. Let me think. How tall is
Yeah,
Sonen?
but I'm also almost 6 feet.
You're almost 6 feet.
Gotta be a
Okay.
big belt.
I'm gonna
He's a big boy.
say you can go for it, but you're gonna need to roll an athletics check for me to see if you can do it.
Okay, and acrobatics won't work here.
This is
right?
athletics.
What you're telling
For kicking upwards,
Okay.
that's athletics. That is not acrobatics.
me? Okay. Okay, that is 13 plus 4, 17.
17. What are you trying to do exactly?
Just trying to like. So I grab my other hand onto the dagger. I try to launch myself. I pull myself up and I try to launch myself up off the belt
Okay.
and get as high as I can.
Okay.
I want to see if I can land on his shoulders.
You could get to his shoulders, yes, but you wouldn't have any of your daggers now.
Well, I still have. Wait.
You'd have to sheath that one to put both hands on. Correct?
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so to sheath it
Yeah.
would be you have to take your bonus action to sheath it first to do that, and then your action to do this.
Okay, wait. I have to sheath it with a bonus action.
Sheathing is a bonus action. Unsheathing is an action.
I'm just fucking.
You can drop
it.
it if you'd like. Yes.
I just drop it. Okay. I drop it. I land on his shoulder,
Okay.
and I'd like to prepare a dodge action
Okay.
for my actual action. There you
I'll
go.
prepare dodge action. I will allow that. Okay. Prepare dodge action. You're on his shoulders. No daggers. Okay.
No
Interesting-
daggers. They're both returning daggers.
Interesting position.
I can.
Interesting position. I respect.
Don't worry
I
about it.
respect it. So that's it in your turn?
Hey,
That does end my turn.
Up next is
yes.
the creature. Okay.
Yeah, and he's gonna slap me.
Jarrett, before he goes, how did he react to my hits?
Your kicks or
the hit, all of the hits.
the
'cause you, like-
damage? He didn't seem to
Yeah.
be very phased by it. It wasn't very damaging to him, but you can tell you made impact. You can tell he's being a skull
Okay.
with no really any flesh. It's hard to get a lot of facial reactions out of him.
Ask him how the weather is up there.
Hey pal, how's the weather?
He's gonna very angrily with his left hand go straight up and try to stab you above his head with it, as you take the dodge action, which gives him disadvantage, I believe, right?
Yeah, it does give him disadvantage.
That is a 20, not nat.
Jesus Christ, with disadvantage? Yeah, he smacks me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a con save for me.
Wait, he hit me with the dagger?
Yes, he did. Just
Constitution, that is a 16.
14 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and then you take
Are you kidding me? It actually went through?
16. Did not beat the saving throw.
Seriously? Wow.
Yeah.
Someone goes flying, he's out, guaranteed. This poison's gonna be what kills him.
How much health do you have left?
14.
14. There's a chance you won't.
Yeah.
There is actually a chance. It depends on how this roll goes. If I
Okay.
roll low, there's a chance you will probably live, but it depends on.
I'm seriously surprised he went for the guy in his shoulders, not causing any issues, and not the guy who slashed his dick off.
You
know,
I ran.
He's
Dick
25.
off.
He's 25 feet away.
I know.
with-
but he
with
can move
enemies-
25 feet.
Yeah, but there's a lot of allies of that guy in between that would get attacks of opportunity.
He's got a crossbow.
He does have a
can
crossbow,
shoot him.
but he currently is wielding his sword, and you're on his shoulder.
Yeah, to
Listen,
get the
I'm just
crossbow, he'd probably have to
climbing
like,
around.
hit you anyway.
Okay.
No, that's already over 14. That is 25.
Oh man.
Damn.
Okay, yeah. Sonen's unconscious.
Sonen's unconscious and poisoned. You fall off his shoulders and land back first on the ground, unconscious. Poison
Nice.
coursing through his veins. He then, as you fall off his sword, he slowly takes it back down, and as he flicks it, Sonen's blood flies off in a line onto the ground in front of him. He goes, right then. Which one's next here? He starts looking at the rest of you, almost just scanning and surveying up and down which one to pick. And as he turns his head and goes, yeah, I think you'll do. That's where we're going to end the session.